I say, here at Kajun Roots Reseller, you give me an offer and I'll take it with no problem. I got an offer. I got the dollars. Let me have it, please. I got the dollars. Let him have it. You got the dollars? We got the offer? Let him have it with no problem. Let him have it.
Hello, hello, hello. Good morning on this Monday morning. I want to welcome each and every one of y'all to the Morning Coffee with Kajun. And of course, our first guest in the house this morning that gets that pie point is Miss Marion. Hello and good morning, Miss Myra. Then we have Miss Joyce, Kat, the nurse flipper, Adam, record crate. Hello and welcome. And of course, everybody's talking back and forth, saying hello. I see Kat said that she's going to be working on those cufflinks. Then she was saying that she was going to be going through one bag at a time. I understand that you can only do one bag at a time, boo. Hello and good morning, Castlevania Mel. How are you doing this morning? Well, today has been a beautiful start to a great day. I got a lot done already this morning. Michelle, hello and welcome. I'm waiting for it to come up in the private chat so I can actually see it. I mean, in the chat on the screen here. Susie Woozy, hello and good morning. Miss J, good morning. Hello, hello, hello. I hope everybody had a great weekend. Let's see, Mel, good morning. Nisha, Susie. So good to see each and every one of y'all this morning. Let's see, I already had some listings done this morning on eBay. I've got my items pulled from sales yesterday. I have to take care of an item that someone bought back in July, and I just got a notification that he never got it yet. So that's going to be another thing that went to Brazil, believe it or not, and still haven't gotten it. So I did see where it left Kentucky and was delivered to the country it was in, and that was the last known entry. So we're waiting to see what happens on that one. Good morning, JRKR. How are you doing this morning? Hello and welcome. So today we're going to find out more. Des is going in to get her staples removed today, so hopefully everything goes well with her this morning. So yes, we hope that works really well. Mel, I need to ask you if you checked your email I sent you, I want to say it was Friday, in reference to your being a guest on our show. I think my email I sent you was on that Cal Collectibles 5485 is the one I sent it. I didn't hear from you, so I already did my thumbnails this weekend, but I still need to hear from you and see if you're still going to be there or not. And to let y'all know, I may not be seeing Queen in the mornings anymore because she started her new job today. So she is doing really well on her new job. So we'll see how things go. She will probably be, I think she's going to be in training for a couple of weeks. So that is so good to hear for her. Let's see, congratulations. Yes, I was so happy for her. She's going to do all hers. Let's see, I emailed you, Johnny. I did. You did? I didn't see no email back. Let me check. I'll have to check into that one. Let me see if I can copy this and see it. I didn't see it. So let me check. No, I don't see a reply, Mail. I just see the one I sent. Susie Woozy, or we're telling each other good morning. Let me see if I can re-forward this email to you because it didn't see. I didn't see a reply. Let's try it again. All right, so I just sent it back to you again now. All right, let's see here. Link, copy. Good morning, Wendy. How are you doing this morning on this bright and early Monday morning? Well, let's see. Good morning, Demas. Link. I'm just trying to put a note. All right, and here's the link if anybody would like to come on. Blessed. Let's see. Comment. I am blessed as well. Thank you. I don't know if y'all realize, if you're not subscribed to the Nurse Flipper, that's Kat. She does a lot of videos where she shows what she buys, what she sells. She gives good tips. She does a live show during the week. So if you haven't subscribed to her, Kat, go ahead and drop your link to your channel in case of those that are in here may not be subscribed to you, or even at least check to make sure they're still subscribed to you. I've been noticing that last week, my subs have been going up and down, up and down. And so I just want to make sure everybody can check to make sure you're still subscribed. I will be having bingo at 5 o'clock. Good morning and hello and welcome, Mr. Kevin at Never Ending Saga. How are you doing this morning, Kevin? So good to see you. Don't forget this evening at 5 o'clock, I will be doing bingo, but I also will be doing 3 drawings. Those will be for the special flavored moon pies that was sent to me. And I will share these with you because I got 2 of each of these flavors. One is strawberry, mint chocolate, and one is one strawberry, one mint chocolate, and one is salted caramel. They are so good that I even went and found some mint chocolates over at Ollie's yesterday, Saturday I went. So anyway, I will be giving those out today. You have to be in the chat, because what I'll be doing is taking the names from the chat, and you have to be in the chat at the time of the drawing. At the end of the bingo this evening, I will be giving away 3 different drawings at the end of the game, and I'll be using the names of those in the chat. So if you're interested in that with the moon pies and you want to try those flavors, come and have your chance of getting to win a box. And when I do the drawing, and you're not in the chat, we'll keep drawing until those in the chat are in there. That way they can have a fair chance to get those. Hello and good morning, Paul. I did go to the Ollie's this Saturday, so there wasn't much to get because of the fact there wasn't a lot of like models and things like that. The ones they did have was a little pricey and not enough room for me to make any kind of profit, so I did not purchase them. But it was a nice little store. It was something different. I didn't expect it to look like that, but to me it looked more like a large size Big Lots is what I thought it was. Good morning, hello, and welcome, Jennifer Haynes. How are you doing this morning? Hello, hello, hello. And so also help Jennifer by getting some watch hours by setting some playlists on her videos so she can get some watch hours. If you would, please go ahead and set up a watch list for her, or for y'all to get more watch hours for her. The link is in the chat if you would like to come on and showcase your channel or platform that you sell on, promote anything you have coming up. And then again, I know I did the thumbnails for this week, so be on the notice of the one for Wednesday. Instead of 5 o'clock traffic jams, it was moved to the 6 o'clock traffic jam. So we moved it back 1 hour, and so we'll be going on 6 o'clock Wednesday, and then of course 6 o'clock Friday. And also this week, I also have I'm trying to get a it's there, but I have to put it public. I'm waiting for to hear from Gary. I want to say Wolf 13 is his actual screen name, but he doesn't do YouTube channel content. So I need to get in touch with him. Just waiting to hear from him. I want to say hello and good morning to Joel Joel, good morning. Hello and welcome from Niagara Falls in Canada. What? But it's beautiful up there right now. Hemlock Lady, hello and good morning. Hello and welcome. So good to see each and every one of you. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I did not go. This weekend my goal was to, and I'm pretty close to finishing. I've been going through all the items that let's see, it's Jerry has been having internet service issues. Okay. Thank you, Paul. I did send him an email, but haven't heard from him yet. But this weekend I did go through. My goal was to go through the garage and things that I moved when we moved here back with our stuff in March or April. I'm still trying to finish that up because my goal is to have the car parked in the garage before the first snowstorm. And so I still got time, but I'm almost done because I haven't gone through each box, taking out what I can use to either sell on eBay or in my antique booth. And then, of course, put all I'm very organized. So I wanted to make sure everything was organized in the garage as well, so I can move things to the shed. So I'm kind of condensing boxes and that kind of thing. So that was my goal this weekend, and so far I'm almost done. It's just after a while I get to hurting with my back, so I had to stop for a while. So that was definitely my goal for the weekend. And of course I did make a trip to Ollie's, so that was a good little trip. Lisa C, hello and good morning. It's so good to see you this Monday morning. No mail. Nope, not today. It's considered a holiday, so no mail today, but I will be packing my items anyway. I do have all my items pulled from last night's sales. So those are pulled. I sold another album. So for that record of my tally, put me over the profit margin already on a lot of albums that I purchased. So that definitely, I'm trying to get my little list here so I can see exactly tally sheet on all that. And let's see here. Go. So I just sold another album. This was a Dolly Parton one. So that's going to bring my profit up again on that one to where I'm in the profit now, which is awesome. I just need to pull that so I can make sure I get to it. Let's see. Paul telling everybody hello. Good morning, Steve. How are you doing this morning? Hello and welcome. Yes, Kevin, it was. Let me look real quick because I want to say it was this morning. That one was the best of Dolly Parton. Actually, was the one I sold yesterday, last night. Okay, let's see. That was the 1975 RCA Best of Dolly Parton's folk vinyl, which I did get out that lot, and it sold for the cost for the buyer is a total of $63.44, but the sale price was $45.44. $45.44, and that was Dolly Parton. Yep. Best of. So let me see something real quick then. That definitely put me in the profit. Everything I sell from that lot on is all profit. And that's the first two of 51 albums. I did list all those on eBay. That was a pretty good idea. I had a lot of boys. All right, let's see here. Close that one. Let's see here. This chat is lying. There we go. All right, let's see. Everyone, sorry, working in the background. I understand that, Paul, because I was doing that all morning. Jerry Carriger just emailed you both, and Johnny, please don't read it out loud. No problem. I understand. I never read that out loud, baby. You ain't got to worry about that. Not a breakables, which all are nice, yeah. I know she's got a lot she's listing, so now doing great. Nice to get a postal holiday today. Again, but being I have more people in the chat, don't forget tonight at Bingo, I will be doing the drawing giveaway for the moon pies I got as a gift in the mail last week. And that was from money from Mars and his daughter. And so I am sharing those out to where I will do the drawing this evening. You have to be in the chat at the Bingo after Bingo, where I do the drawing, and those in the chat will be eligible to win the drawing. And as you come in the chat, I will start a wheel, put everybody in it. Let's see. Nice. Love when lots go in profit. Yes, I do too. And that's what I'll keep track of. I do a spreadsheet, but I also keep a notepad of when I list everything. I start with what I paid for the whole lot, and then I start taking away everything that's sold. And I keep it in red, actually, until it gets over the amount that I paid for the lot. And then once it goes in the red, then I turn it into green as far as all profit. And so that's how I basically do it when I keep track of what I sold. Good morning, Susanna. How are you doing this morning? Hello and welcome. And also don't forget to check out Kevin's channel. He does little shows here and there, lives. And so you never know he's going to go live. And make sure you hit the bell for all notifications. And you are much organized, more organized than me. I will always... Too many lots left. Yeah, I do that every time I finish. Like, for example, even when I did a estate sale, a garage sale, and once I have everything listed, I start a spreadsheet basically of how much I spent, and then every time I sell something, I'll put it in the profit if it's there. And I already made my profit on about a month or two ago. I went to a estate sale garage sale where I bought a whole lot of stuff for $30. And the first item I sold, I put it in my antique booth. And by the way, I will talk about that in a few minutes too. And I put it in my antique booth, and it sold for $45. And it was actually a old stainless steel organizer that you put on your wall. It had saran wrap, aluminum foil, cellophane wrap, and it was 4 compartments, and paper towels. And what I did was I listed it for $45, and within a week, it sold in my antique booth. So that particular lot, I'm already at $15 over my profit in the project profit margin. Yes, wax paper. Yes, I was the 4th one. And so that way I'm already in the profit for that one, but I've already listed other stuff, and I've either put it in my antique booth, and other things have been selling. So that definitely is a great way to get yourself in a margin quick, and I love it. And I try to keep being as organized as I can, not only in my antique booths, but in my eBay store, in my inventory, and all that good stuff. That's the only way I can work. Let's see. Thanks, but I'm not doing YouTube on my main channel anymore. But thanks for sharing the link. Well, thank you, Mel, letting us know. Let's see. I started an Amazon listing for my sister-in-law, who turns 30 today and started chemo today. Oh no! People can send her comfort items to occupy her small children. May I share that? Yes, you can, Kat, of course. And I hope she does well, because I know when I went through chemo, it was bad. You lose your smell, your taste. It wasn't nice, but I was just so glad to get over that. Let's see. You may change your mind, Mel. Yeah, you never know. No more flea markets live. I'm burned out. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, Mel. Okay, yeah, she did talk about that. I think Friday. Let's see something real quick. Okay, Mel, I did get your email. Thank you. I'll take care of that after the show. Let's see. She found out last week and had to get port. And her children are 5 and 7 and don't understand, so they're driving her crazy. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, when I had my port, they did it within that same. I want to say it was like that afternoon. I had to go back to the hospital, and that's when they put the port PICC line in my arm. They do it fast. They don't waste time, which was fine with me because I wanted to make sure, because I was one that always went to the doctor. And another thing I want to talk about for all you ladies in the chat, or anyone of the males who have females in their life, whether it's a wife, a sister, or a mother, don't forget that this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Last Thursday, I think it was, Mary and Dawn were talking about it on their channel. And so I just want to make sure that remind you, don't forget that this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and help support your loved ones. And also make sure that they get their checkups, because of the fact that I'm personally am very close to that, because I lost my mother at the age of 49 with breast cancer, and she did not go to the doctor. She was not going in a preventive care kind of thing regularly. And so it's best that every October that you remind yourself to do a mammogram, like Wendy's just said. That's the best thing to do, so that way you can keep up on that at all times. The earlier you catch it, and early prevention can help you from getting anything worse than what it is. And so that's what anything. I always get my checkups around my birthday in June. And again, I've been in remission for the second time now for leukemia, 14 years now this October. And so I know when I hit the second time, I had a bone marrow transplant back in 2007. So it's definitely a blessing. That's why I take it day for day. I live every day to the fullest, like tomorrow's never here yet. And yesterday has already passed. I'm very sorry for the situation my husband and mother-in-law. Devastating. I am a nurse, but have no doubt with it closest before. Yeah. And so that's why it's always best that you keep up with it, and always do your regular checkups, because that way you can catch it early. Doing auctions on Friday today. Checked out my hours. I'm up there. I don't understand, Jennifer, how your hours are so low when you got great videos. We've been a lot of watch playlists. That should be going up higher than that. Something's not right with that. They're playing with your numbers, girl. How are your records? Right now, I had 2 sales already this weekend. Well, actually, this weekend. The last lot I bought for the 2 records I sold out of that lot are already putting me in the profit. So I'm doing pretty good. God bless and keep you here. Yes. And that's one of the things I get every year. I go and get my checkups for that reason. Let's see. 2 check difference in a couple of weeks. I know something. Yeah, and that's another thing. No matter what you're doing, whether you're on eBay, YouTube, auctions, lives, whatever, you should always take the time to take care of yourself, your health, and always make sure you have time to go to the. Let's see, I have taken chemo, RA, and say that it needed more, but I couldn't do it already. Yeah, it's a lot to go through when you do chemo, but I guarantee you, it's a tough decision to make. But for me, it was the best decision I made. I don't put out videos that much, Johnny. I thought you did, because I watch your videos. Well, if y'all haven't not put Jennifer's videos on watch playlists, please do that to help her, because I didn't realize she was only at 337 watch hours, but she's got the subs. So help her out get some of those watch hours for us. Kids and man need to check themselves as well as it to men. Yes, and that is so true. Men can. I have a friend of mine who I know in New Orleans who had to get, even though he's a male, he had breast cancer and had to get the whole thing, of that part of his body removed because of it. So definitely, male or female, you have to check and get a checkup every year. The hours go by the last 365 days. So if you have a lot of hours, then you can drop off. Oh, okay. That may be why. 366 this year, Paul. Leap year, that's right. Girl, how you doing, Cha-Cha? You know what's amazing with Cha-Cha? Every morning I wake up, I get started for work, and I see her live. Like, girl, you on all night and all day. Good morning, hello, and welcome, Mars. Money from Mars in the house. I will send another playlist. Yes. But yes, today, because of the package I did get from Money from Mars, I do have a video I'm going to put out with that one. But today is the drawing on bingo night, 5 o'clock happy hour, or come and have fun. And there will be a drawing this evening for the 3 flavored boxes of moon pies that I got in the mail from Money from Mars and his daughter. What I'll be sharing that with y'all this evening. So if you're in the chat for bingo, make sure you're there, because I will be pulling the names from the chat, and we'll be doing the drawing after bingo, even though the bingo is going to have its original game through the games and whatever's in the envelopes, but I will be doing that separate. So that will be this evening. A lot excited when I got that package. It was really nice. That was my first ever care package I got. Yes, that's true. And so again, it's not just for ladies, it's for everyone. You have to be tested. You have to get a checkup, and it's always good to get yourself checked, no matter what. Good morning. Hello, Miss Carol from Carol's Creative Corner. Good morning. Hello, and welcome. I'm going to put a video out. I'm still working on it, but I met Miss Carol last weekend, not this weekend, but the weekend before, where we met together at the antique booth where I have. And I did some changing around and updating, and she was able to check out the antique mall. And so it was really nice to meet her. And so that will be part of my video coming out this week. I'm almost done editing it, but I'm doing an update from basically how my booth was in progress and up to the last updated one I just did this past week on Thursday when I went again and updated some more. I take chemo early daily, and another week I will be infusion months. Oh no, that's the part I didn't like was infusion. But here I am 14 years later, and I'm still in remission. So that's the blessing I have with that. And that's why I always say, please always go get your checkups. Don't be afraid to go to the doctor. Yeah. Let's see. I want to make sure I didn't miss anyone. So I'm going back up a little bit more. I want to thank you for supporting the channel. And another thing, check the list. Make sure you subscribe to everyone, because I'm noticing that this last couple of days, my subscribers are going up and down. So that's definitely something going on again. So always make sure you are subscribed, because every now and then I get somebody who's subscribed, and it's like, wait a minute, I thought they were subscribed already. Now I go and check someone's subscription, and I find out I'm dropped off of their subscription. So definitely check that. Keep up on that. Let's see. Phil, stupid doing that, cat. Oh, yeah. You gotta support each other, Jennifer. You're always in the chat helping each other. So we're gonna do the best we can for you. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I know I did. I got a lot accomplished, a lot done. I got my garage almost finished. Melissa, hello and welcome. So good to see you this morning. That's just flying. I'm trying to catch up. Okay, I just got a message from Tommy. Mel is actually in her doctor's follow-up from her surgery. So hopefully everything will go well. She's going to get the staples out this morning. I did send a message just make sure she's okay. So yeah, she's definitely there. They're doing that right now. So hopefully they'll be back to normal after she gets the feeling better after that's out. I think she's going to be doing another what is your link, Jennifer? Oh, I can get that real quick. I don't know if she put it in there yet, but I do have it. I need to open it up here. Let's see. All right, for those who want to help Jennifer get a playlist together, here is her link. Go to her channel and check out her links and start a playlist. There's Tommy. I hope everything's going well. Miss Carol said she liked the antique booth. I did an unboxing video yesterday. So far, got one back of two I paid for. Oh, wow. Melissa, there's Miss Carol, Cha-Cha. Oh, thank you, Miss Carol. That was really nice too. I was so happy to finally meet somebody that I'm on YouTube with. And yes, that was really nice visit. You have to see the video because she put me in my place for something I said wrong, and it was so funny. So yeah, definitely have to check out the video when it comes out this week. It's got a lot of little clips I'm doing, and I'm also taking a lot of pictures that I took of each booth, and I'm putting them into a PowerPoint to where I can do it as a video in that, so it's easier to show on the channel on the video. Oh Lord Jesus, what happened here? I done flew by somewhere. All right, let's catch up right here. Laura said I'm not getting to take a shower with me. Oh no, we don't want that. I'm in 10 almost 340 subs. Wow. All right, let's see, Mara. The reason we all have nipples is because the development before the sexual coating is communicating from the small breast nipples. Yeah, and so that's another thing as far as it's always good for everybody to get checked, no matter male or female. Destiny. Mary. There was Jennifer's link. Let's see. I did another unboxing yesterday. I did see your video. We did a premiere yesterday. We watched it. So yeah, I was there. We did that one. 6. Good morning, Mara. I have a playlist to all my videos already. Okay, we'll have to keep them up. And there's her link in the chat. So go check her out and get a playlist started for her. Don't forget, you can also put the links in the chat. Also, I want to welcome Never Too Old. Hello and welcome. Bernini, welcome. Hello, and I hope you have a great day today, and I hope you had a good day for the start of the weekend this past weekend. And as I was saying earlier, we were talking in reference to Breast Cancer Awareness Month, in reference to always keeping up with your body, no matter what. Always getting your checkups, so that way you can keep up on your health, because your health is more important. If you don't have your health, you won't be able to do anything else for anyone else. So you have to take care of yourself first. And so that's best that you always get your body checked. I do mine every year, actually around my birthday. Like Friday, I went and got my glaucoma test for the first time, and that was done. So always check up on your body, keep your body well, and this way you can able to share your days with everyone else before you don't mistreat yourself. You need to take care of yourself first. That's always important. That's why I always do my checkups. Like I was saying, male or female, you have to get your breast checked. Because I do know some male friends that have had the surgery because they had it and didn't get tested early enough. So early prevention is always the best thing. So this month, don't forget, it is Breast Cancer Away. And the reason I remember that is because my mom passed away very quickly within 6 months of being diagnosed. So, right, take care of yourself first, because you won't be no good to anyone else or yourself if you're not taking care of yourself. That's why it's important you always go get your checkups. Never too old. You're right. All right, I'll put the link back in the chat again. If anybody would like to come on and talk about your channel, promote your platforms, you're more than welcome to showcase anything you might have going on this week. I know I'm working on my video, which I need to finish to where I want to have it out by Thursday. My goal is to have it for tomorrow, but I think it's going to be more like Tuesday. I do have 2 videos to put out this week. So, and plus I need to put one out for my cooking channel. And again, don't forget to drop your links to your channel so that everyone can make sure they're subscribed to you. For those that might be new in the channel, in the chat, check out others' channels. Because I found a new one this weekend. We were watching, it was Saturday, I think it was. It was called Flips and something. I have to look it up. It was a very interesting couple that just started recently. I definitely need to check that out. Hmm. Hello, Invisible Bitter. How are you doing this morning? The Flipping Accounting. Hello and welcome. Yep, this is what's happening. We're all here having coffee, chatting and talking and spending our mornings together. So good to see each and every one of y'all every morning. So yeah, I got my booth stuff information I'm going to come out with. Let's see. Tommy is going to be he's with Des. She's getting her staples. I think it is pulled out today. So hopefully she'll feel better after that's taken care of. So she's getting her checkup today. I'll leave a thumbs up heading out the door. I'm having a good day. That is so good to hear, and thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you have a great day. Well, thank you, and don't forget to hit that thumbs up for us. I hope everybody's going to have having a great day so far. Just placed my first decent sized wholesale. What? All right, just placed my first decent sized wholesale order through Alabama. I'll share how it works out with everyone. Cool. I didn't even know about that. Now, is that a wholesale company that you deal with? I've never heard of it. Huh. Let's go back. See, anyone see the auction marathon yesterday? There was a young girl on. Her name was Kelly, and she had absolutely amazing. She had a channel as well. No, I didn't. I guess I didn't do any YouTube except for early in the morning. But yesterday I had a lot I was doing around the house, in the garage. So I didn't get to see much of it. I did watch it at the beginning on Saturday. Wholesale website where you can buy direct from companies in other countries like China. Buying directly from China manufacturers. Okay. AliExpress.com, Chinese goods. Huh. Never heard of it. That's a first. Never heard that one. Okay. Good morning. Hello. Didn't use AliExpress, Paul. Use Alabama. Thank you so much, Jennifer. Yes, I saw Kelly. I need to go back and watch it because I didn't watch much of anything yesterday as far as YouTube. Got a lot of work I want to get done in the garage. Same company more or less, but it is more of buying all. Okay. Definitely have to check that out from yesterday then. Do you remember what channel she was on as far as when she was on there? I know they were rotating channels. Do you remember what channel Kelly was on as far as when she was on there yesterday? Do y'all know what her channel name was so we can find it? Jennifer said she was wanting another channel. Hello, Mike. How are you doing this morning? It was on Donna's. Okay. Okay, we have to look for it. You have to check it out. But like I said, I didn't watch much YouTube yesterday because I was trying to get a lot of my work done in the garage yesterday, which I did. Just got a little bit left. I'm just trying to get that done before our first winter snowstorm, so to say. And so I don't want to wait too long. And so I've been going through everything and purging it again of what we moved. We moved back with our last stuff we did in March, April timeframe. And so now that that's left, I want to get all that done because I've been unpacking a lot of boxes here and there, plus doing all my daily work with eBay, antique booth, around the house, that kind of stuff. So yes, I designated it to just clearing out the garage, organizing it, so I can park my car in it before the first snowstorm comes. I'm almost done. I'm going through a lot in purging and condensing and throwing away things that don't need to be kept and that kind of stuff. And I also have all in my garage. I have shelves that I have all my old taxes that I keep in its box for the last 7 years. And so once that 8th year falls off, I pull them off and shred it. And so that's basically what I was doing yesterday. So that's why I didn't really stay on YouTube yesterday much. Yes, I'm even organized with that as well. So that's basically what I did this week. So hope everybody else had a good weekend. I know there was we did a trip Saturday to Ollie's. It was nice. It was different, something to do different because I'm usually never out the house except for once a week to go to the grocery store or the market. So this was a nice little weekend for me to relax somewhat. I hope everybody else. I know they had a lot of different garage sales going on this weekend that I heard. Somebody was saying something about last Friday, I think it was, they were having a whole neighborhood garage sale they were going to. And so I hope they had a good time. I hope they had a lot of money made in what they bought. They're fine. Good morning, Anthony. Bluegrass Picker in the house. How are you doing this morning? I see your pictures, Paul. Great organizing. All right, let me go back. All right, I will look it up. On us. Her name. Mike. Anthony Bluegrass Picker. Hello and good morning. If you run out of organizing tasks, Johnny, you can come to my house. Okay, no problem. I'm almost done on my house. I'm always moving and organizing and changing things around. That's just an ongoing thing with me. They just opened a brand new Ollie's by me last week, and I did go Saturday. And to tell you one thing, I was amazed on how big it was. But for me, my opinion of when I first got in there, it reminded me of a large, Big Lots. But I did get a lot of things. I did find some things that I can resell. I was looking mainly for models, games, things that I can flip. I did find something. I bought 4 of them. And I'm gonna see how much they go for. I can probably turn $9 into $30. I'll try it out and see what happens. So that was just something I'm gonna start doing and seeing how it works. But yeah, it was about a 45-minute ride, which was nice. Keeps the bubble wrap out of the way. Yes, I understand that. It's called the Garden. Let's see. Channel's code name is called the Garden. It's not coming up. Yeah, it's not that channel's not coming up. I didn't realize Lisa was that close. That sounds like a good little meetup, and I can help her. Yeah, I have no problem with that. Yeah, I can't find the link either. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a far drive. It's Carol. That's far. She's in Florida. Yeah, that's a nice little ride. That's like a 3-day drive for me. I have enjoyed the weather up here. Even this will be my second winter here, and I have enjoyed it. Um, You truly get each season with no problem. Yeah, I couldn't find the link myself either, so I don't know what's going on. But again, I can always go back and check the channel and find it if anybody else doesn't get it yet. Her name is Kelly. Check it out. Tommy, if you're still in the chat, let us know how Des is doing. If she's still at the doctor's office. Good morning, hello, and welcome. West Side Gary in the house. I hope Gary, I sent Tom a message. I hope he's doing okay. I haven't heard from him, but I did get an email update kind of thing, but can't find it either. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I kind of stayed away a little bit from YouTube this weekend. I did do my thumbnails for the week and that kind of thing, but I had so much to do around the house that I wanted to get it done. Mr. Tim, hello and welcome. I have ordered, by the way, that it came in already. For those who do my bingo with us on Mondays, let everybody know now I have a new box size that I found that fits the moon pies perfectly to where I can even send them now in a box with a perfect size. So that will be a new thing I have going out. Anyone winning moon pies. Nikki T, hello and good morning. It's so good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I hope you must be off of work today, probably. Let's see. It's so hard to find channels anymore when you search, especially in the name. Yeah, I know. That's the hard part about it. I'm in Illinois. What part of Illinois? Because, Tim, we have a lake house in Davis, Illinois. And my sister-in-laws live in Rockford. Actually, I don't know if you know, Lake Somerset is in Davis. That's where we have a lake house. West Side, Gary, do you have Tom Cruise's email handy? I'll tell. It's telling me address not found. I just got an email from him. Let's see. Anthony, I'll send it to you in your Instagram. I don't want to put that in the chat. I mean, I'm sure everybody has it, but I just want to make sure I don't put it in the chat. It's just out of respect. Yeah. All right, Anthony, I'm sending you the message now. The email that I use. And I think that's his business. All right, it's on its way. All right, you're welcome. Let's see. I think it's. You're welcome. Wow, cool. Yep. So yeah, everybody, I hope you had a good weekend. I know everybody's been talking about a lot of different garage sales this past weekend. I didn't really check mine because I wanted to get a lot of work done in the house. I have plenty of inventory that I can be basically still listing till next summer, which I'm happy with because I'm trying to rotate a lot of it out. That's why I've been listing every day. I already have my drafts done and my pictures done. So now I just got to finish my listings for today. That's going to be ready for me to do after the show today, and I can do it between both now and bingo. Also, because we have somebody in the chat now, we want to remind everybody, today at bingo, which is at 5 o'clock on my channel, we'll be doing our regular bingo, and I do have some new flavors that I'll be giving away as a grateful gift I got this weekend, this past week, that I'm sharing with everyone in the chat at the time to this evening. So if you're ready to play some free bingo, it's free to play. You win prizes. This evening, we will be having it where I will have 3 boxes to give away. One is salted caramel, one is strawberry, and one is mint chocolate. I have to say that mint chocolate is awesome. Hello and welcome back in the chat, Miss Back Road Bitter, Mr. Chuck, and Clear Thrift, Mr. Jesse. How are you doing this morning? You should have gotten your tracking number, by the way, from the auction items that I sent you Friday. So just let me know if you got it. Everybody's saying good morning to each other. Kajun Roots, Reseller. That 100-mile picking garage sale was in Georgia this past Saturday. The big one is one. Okay. No, I didn't go to that one. I just want to get a lot of things done around the house during the weekend because I've been kind of putting it off. And now that I have time to myself on the weekends, I've been trying to get everything done, and I'm almost done with what I need to get done. And then I need to finish organizing my shed. And so that's my last step because I've been doing a lot of unboxing of everything since we moved by myself. So it's not easy, plus keeping up with everything else. So this weekend, I basically just took that time to do it. I found it, Kelly's channel. It is Garden Finds. Okay, thank you, Sylvia. Hello and welcome, by the way. Let me see if I can find it. It's still not coming up. Interesting, it's not coming up. All right, let's see that one. Oh, there we go. Sorry about that. I didn't know this was going to be a live video. Refresh. Entrepreneur. Reseller. Okay. Ah, we got it now. Thank you, Jennifer. Who put it in there? Westside Gary. What? Thank you, Gary. He just comes in there and automatically got it for us. Thank you so much. We've been talking about it almost for a while now. Let's see. There's Kelly's channel. What you're looking for? Yep, that's what we're looking for. And there's the link. So if you want to find out and check out more about Kelly, there's her link. I am not on my phone, so I can't put it in the link. That's all right. We got it now. Gary put it in there, but thank you so much. Thank you, Gary. I want to say thank you for each and every one of y'all for every morning. Y'all come in the chat and support the channel and give yourself a place to come and promote your channels. That's what this is about. So don't forget to put your link to your channel as well. She comes up different in my link. Yeah, but that's the link. It does work. Yep, that is her. How is everyone this fine? I am blessed. And Clear Thrift, Jesse, I want to let you know that I'm going through some stuff right now where I'm pulling and trying to make a lot of Harley Davidson stuff that I do have. I'm just trying to find it all to bring it and send you the pictures once I get them out. I know one's a coffee cup. I got some playing cards in a tin and that kind of stuff. Should develop an app as well to help resellers. What? I'm going to check that one out. Thank you so much for letting us know that one. I just subscribed too. Yeah. It's so good to see each and every one of y'all every day. So glad y'all were able to come in and share yourself on the channels. Mystery Thrift House. She's got a lot of good stuff in there then. Let me see who this is. What? Who is this morning? Good morning. Hello, and how are you doing?
Hey, doing well. How are you today?
I'm blessed. That's all I got to say. So how are you doing, and what's going on with you on your channel?
Oh, I'm doing well. I got the day off, so I'm just trying to decide what to do with my day, and I figured I'd just jump on and say hi.
Well, thank you so much. It's so good to finally meet you.
Yeah.
Always active in the chat, so I'm so glad to say that you are definitely a great supporter of the channel and everyone in the chat as well.
Yeah, it's definitely part of my morning routine. I'm working from home right now, but I still jump on my computer and check in with you guys and see how everyone's doing.
Right.
So
what you have going on right now? You have anything special going on your channel, or anything coming out as far as videos coming out this week?
well, I'm going to try to make a stronger effort to be more consistent with doing uploads. I just bought a new camera. I just got a Canon Mark G7X Mark II. I bought it off Facebook Marketplace. So I got a pretty good deal. So I'm going to try to make some more videos like that because it has a better focus.
Right.
Because the camera I've been using doesn't have a very good focus. And that you make like a 20-minute video and you get done and you're like, oh man, that doesn't look good.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be trying to make some new videos with that. And I'm reading a couple books on how to make better videos and stuff like that.
Cool.
So I'm going to try to, do a better job.
Is that the ones with the video from YouTube? How to make videos, I think it is from YouTube.
No, actually I just picked a couple books up yesterday at my local trade store. Because I had like trade credit. So it was basically free. One of them is called Vlog Like a Boss. And then I bought another one too. I haven't read that one yet, but I'm about halfway through the first book. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Did you have any good garage sales this past weekend?
I didn't do any garage sales. I hit a few estate sales though. And I did pretty good at estate sales. The estate sales in my area, like on the last day, they do half off, And I usually go an hour or 2 hours before they close and then just try to buy up whatever I can as far as like media or books, toys, that kind of stuff.
Right. I love estate sales.
Yeah. Had a lot of fun there. Good morning. Good morning, everybody that's saying hi. Sorry, I missed a couple. How do you keep up with all this stuff here?
I go one at a time in the actual chat here. I don't watch the actual. I do watch some of what the live chat is in the actual YouTube. Okay. But I actually go by StreamYard, and I kind of keep where the comments from my last one, because if I don't and the chat flies, I can't keep up. What I do is I basically, as you see me highlighting it at the bottom, I'm just basically keeping it where my last note is from what I saw. That kind of helps me, but a lot of times it doesn't work all the time. Gary should be up working, sir. Yeah, exactly. So your name is Justin?
Yeah, my name is Justin, and I'm a CPA, and I work full time. And in my spare time, I do eBay and Amazon reselling.
And where
stuff.
Are you located?
I'm in northern Alabama.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Were you able to meet up with those that went to the 411 sale or the that other sale they had?
No, unfortunately, I wanted to. I couldn't make it work with my schedule. I think the week before I had done an interview with OBX with Eric and Sam. And Eric had mentioned it, and I wanted to go. I just couldn't make it fit with my schedule, unfortunately.
Yeah, I didn't either. But I watched a lot of YouTube channels of what they did. So
yeah, it looks like they had a lot of fun. So I mean, I kind of felt like I was there, right? But
exactly.
And
if y'all don't know Brandon Smoking Flips, he actually does a great content. He also does cooking with barbecuing and smoking. His last week or so, they had the 411 barbecue showdown, and he won actually. And so if y'all haven't checked out his channel, definitely go out and check out his channel. That's Brandon. If y'all do watch the Redneck Resell, that's Colton. That is Brandon, and that's Colton's brother, Brandon. That's some great content. Yeah, and him and his brother did the contest for the cooking, and Brandon won actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's a good channel.
I wouldn't win any cooking contests, unfortunately.
From what I said, I had to get up early in the morning to get it started. So yeah, let's see. Paul says, like my other channel, Facebook, the auction channel. I saw that one.
Yeah, I need to apologize to Paul. I've been trying to connect with him. He's emailed me. I know he sent me a message just earlier in the chat, but I need to connect with him. He invited me to be on his channel, and I haven't made that work yet, but I would like to do that. So we'll figure it out.
Well, that's one thing, though, when you got a business and you got yourself keeping busy, that's a good thing. So this is more like a secondary thing for you, where you can only do it when you can.
Right.
And it's an honor to finally get to have you on here, even though I know I was trying when I was doing evening shows, and I used to do guests. It was hard to get you on there too. So it can happen. It's just once you got a business going, you got to keep up with it.
Yeah, I'm definitely gearing up for, now that we're in Q4, I do a lot of Amazon stuff. So I'm really focusing on that right now. So, I think the next few months are going to be kind of crazy. I don't know what the composition is of people in here that do eBay or Amazon or both, but I think Amazon's just going to be crazy.
Well, I know a few people who do both Amazon and eBay, but myself, I only do eBay.
Mm-hmm.
And I just started working with and trying out like Macquarie and Etsy. And right now I'm just listing as I can.
Yeah.
My main focus is keeping up with my listings for eBay. Good
Yeah.
morning, Deb. You're not late, baby. You're still right here at the time we are here and live and still chatting. You're never late.
Monday is the new Friday. Nice.
Yeah. Let's see. I saw something up here about me and Mondays don't get along. Poor Gary. Friday felt like a Monday last week. Let's see. I just swapped over to Amazon FBM.
Okay. So Paul's doing FBM. And for people that don't know, FBM, it's fulfilled by merchant. It's basically just like eBay. It's like when you list it on Amazon and when it sells, you ship the item.
Right.
And I do a lot more of that. Like right now during Q4, I'll ship out a lot more stuff for my own house.
That's like Gary said, show me the way, Jesse. Yeah, for me, I don't know if I know it's a lot of talk about different things you do on the Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not ready to take that jump yet, I guess.
Yeah, it's a lot to, it's a lot to learn. And the cool thing is there's a lot of free information out there. Like that's how I learned how to do Amazon. Like I watched a lot of YouTube videos and joined Facebook groups and stuff. And there's a lot of great information out there.
Right.
So,
but I mean, I've been doing it for a year now, a little over a year actually.
Okay.
And but I'm getting the hang of a lot of different things that I'm doing with different merchandise that I see moves.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say that I'm not ever going to do Amazon. It's just right now I'm not ready for it.
Yeah.
Because I want to concentrate more on the eBay side of things.
Mm-hmm.
I find that's where I'm doing a lot more sales. Other than my antique booth, I'm doing real well there too.
Nice.
I just went and closed out my book work for last month, and I still made $200 over my rent that was due for my booth. So it is definitely doing well for me. It's just a matter of always keeping up with adding new stuff, changing things around. And I love the antique aspect of going to an antique booth. You never know what's going to sell, but you don't know until you try it. So I'm not going to say I'm not going to do Amazon, but I'm next year will probably be my attempt to try.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Yeah, I've got a special love for antique booths. My dad, when I was younger, had antique booths, and he had a furniture antique store, and he knew all about that stuff. Unfortunately, I didn't pick up that skill.
Yeah.
But
I'm enjoying it because it's amazing on stuff I'm putting in there that's selling. And like Anthony said, his booth is hopping as well. Mm-hmm. Every time I go in there, and I still move things around, and it's amazing on how fast some of that stuff sells. I've been keeping up with a lot of jewelry. Okay. That's been my biggest sell right now, besides other odds and ends. Old staplers and you name it. It's amazing. See, some things sell more and faster in my booth than on eBay. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I feel the same way.
Yeah, it might be a different market. Some people looking for that kind of stuff might not want to buy online or might not want to pay for shipping, stuff like that. And they might actually want to like feel the item and see what it's like in person. So
a lot of people feel that tangible feel. They have to feel it.
Yep.
So I love my dragon. My dragon on. I purchased it at the antique mall. When I see it, I'll think of you, Johnny. Well, thank you. Yes, you bought a right when we were coming out of the antique booth, the mall itself, on the outside, you have a lot of yard gardening things. And she saw this one stepping stone, and it had a dragonfly on it, and she purchased it. And I helped put it in a car for her. Yeah, that was a nice little piece. Great price, too. Let's see. eBay's watered down the prices on some things. Yes, they have. And I saw somebody yesterday, which I made a comment. Again, I was watching, and it's like they were saying that they'd rather saturate the eBay platform And I looked at that as far as that's not a good thing because that's making it hard for others who come on and try to sell on eBay. Because that's one thing I do. I look at the prices of what's listed, but also look how many are listed besides against what's sold. And a lot of times that's going in my eBay, on my antique booth instead of eBay.
Yeah. Plus, since you've got that avenue, you've got that antique booth already set up. That's a great way to sell stuff too.
I have two booths. I just got two about a month or two ago.
Okay.
And it's been very well. I'm actually moving one of my booths into all glassware because I have a lot of Fenton and Carnival glass. And so that's going to be that one booth that I'm taking all the other hard goods I have and moving it to the second booth. But I don't like to overpack my booth because I want people to be able to see things and not have to worry about hitting something or breaking something while moving things around to look at stuff. And so that's why I'm moving things around. Every time I bring something new, I'm moving things around.
That's good. And it keeps it fresh too.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's something I don't have much knowledge in as far as glass I mean, I could recognize Carnival glass, but I couldn't tell the value of it. So just out of curiosity, how did you kind of learn how to do that stuff?
Well, actually, I was a collector before I started selling it.
Oh, okay.
And I have actually, if you look at one of my videos that was soy pod video, I did a video where I showed all of my collections and how I have them, how I have everything organized, so to say. But all my glassware is in my formal dining room for right now. That way, it's not going to be broken by just placing it anywhere. And so if you check out that video, you will see all the glassware that I do have that I've been gradually bringing into the antique booth. But I've been collecting for years. I want to say it's going on 12 years now.
Nice.
That I've been collecting. And so since I started the antique booth, that is why I started. I'm looking at it. I already had my enjoyment of it. Now it's time to let someone else enjoy it.
Yeah. Well, that's good too. You get to keep what you want and sell other stuff to kind of make some more room. So
right now, Mara says, do you have any recent videos upping on your current stock on Fenton? No, I don't, because I've been moving some of it to the antique booth, which I will be having that video come out this week. But I will be adding more, and as I do, I'll always take pictures of each time I add stuff to the booth to where you will be able to see it actually in the booth itself. And then I'll be doing an update after this week. I'm doing what's called a road trip to the antique. Oh my gosh, antiques. And that's going to be the name of this video that I'm putting out this week. And that'll give you an idea of what I have already in the booth. And then as I go and do one weekly, I'm trying to do one weekly where I will do an update every week on it.
Nice.
That one particular video, you will see all the collections that I do have in the soy pod. Hashtag soy pod. It was labeled, it was actually started by
Froggy Flips.
Froggy Flips.
Yeah. That's so funny that you mentioned that, because I was going through some of his old videos a few weeks ago, and I remember seeing that. And it seems like lately his videos have really kind of taken off. But I was looking at his videos from, when quarantine, all that stuff kind of started, and he just had some very creative ideas. And I really like that one, the soy pod, showing off what you have in your death pile. So that's something I'm working on too, is I have a couple of videos. I've been pulling stuff out of my garage and just selling what I have. And I pulled a couple $1,000s of sales out of stuff that's just been sitting around.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. I can't. Oh, wait. What is Carnival glass? Is it made out of Canton candy? No, it's not. Actually, Carnival glass, some people may call it Mardi Gras glass. When you look at it, depending on the color, they come in different colors. The one that I usually buy is the deep blue or purple color. And when you look at it, it has a certain way when a light hits it, you will have more of a rainbow design color in the glass. And that way you can tell the difference. Now, they do make it in different other colors when they were making them. But yes, that is what actual Carnival glass is. I still can't remember what I said to correct you, Johnny. Oh, when I first met Miss Carol in the parking lot, I said, here is Miss Carol's corner or Carol's something. And she came out and said, no, that's Carol's creative corner. And I said, oh, she put me in my place.
Got to get that branding correct,
Yeah. And then we made a comment and I said, who, not me? And we busted out laughing. So yeah, that was a great meetup with her at the antique shop.
Nice.
So, but yeah, in that video that I did on SoyPod, you will see my collection. That's not all of it because I had added more. But that's the general idea of my the way I actually organize things for my eBay store.
Mm-hmm.
And in that video, I had a lot of compliments about you were supposed to show off your death pile. Where is it? But I have everything organized in boxes or crates. And then when it came to carnival glass, I have that all in my dining room. It's a formal dining room with glass cases.
Nice.
Just to keep it more protective than just sitting around. But then nobody else goes in that room anyway. So, and it's also got the French doors to that room. So check it out. That'll give you an idea of a lot of carnival glass. I have a large collection of.
Yeah, always looking to learn new stuff.
Lisa says it's carnival glasses because they use it to give it away as prizes at carnival time in the fairs a long time ago. I didn't know that. I just love the colors. I usually stay with most of all my collection is great designs. But it's that bluish purple color. And then usually they come in like even yellow, red, peach colors, and orange. And when you look, or even yellow. But when you look at it a certain way, there's going to be a rainbow tint color in the actual glass. And that's how you know that it is definitely carnival glass. No matter what the main color of it is.
Okay.
Yes, tonight is bingo. Don't forget, we are going to be doing an actual special drawing of a package. I got a care package in last week from Money from Mars, him and his wife, his daughter. And I am sharing half of that stuff he sent me with y'all on this bingo this evening. So you have to be in the chat when you're playing bingo this evening because I will be pulling the names from the chat, putting it on the wheel, and we'll be drawing 3 different times. But you have to be in the chat this evening at 5 o'clock. The drawing will be at the end of the game. And that's when I'll actually do the drawing. There's strawberry, mint, chocolate, and salted caramel. They're good. I've had one box of each already where I've shared. So, and then don't forget this Wednesday we will have auctions. I don't know if anyone's seen the thumbnails yet, but those as of this Wednesday, it has been moved to 6 o'clock instead of 5 o'clock. So it's still 6 o'clock traffic jam, but instead of the 5 o'clock traffic. And Queen may be running late on the auction nights because she just started her new job today. So keep her in your prayers as she does well with her new job. She was all excited. And so she's going to be doing a lot of training the next 2 weeks. So she will be working, I think, till 5, 6 o'clock. So we will still have her as part of our auctions. All I no doubt about glasses break every time I touch it. Well, you have to be careful. Yeah, it's very breakable. I've broken since I've moved from Louisiana to here. I did break one lid, but I was able to find another one to replace it. So you definitely have to be careful. That's some thick glass though. But when it breaks, it shatters. So yeah, check it out. Make sure y'all look for me on the video this week. I will be putting it out as far as my antique booth. I've been working on all the pictures that I have of updates because I'm trying to do it into a like a collage type video type thing, pictures. And so I'm using PowerPoint to believe it or not, and it's doing really well. I'm just almost at the end of it, upload it. So
nice.
That'll work. Yeah.
Oh, but Butterfingers are awesome. What are you talking about?
Yes, they are.
if you want a free bolo free, be on the lookout. Pick up old Butterfingers that have hydrogenated oil in them because people still buy them because they're very difficult to find. So I've made hundreds of dollars selling old Butterfingers.
I did not know that. Hello and good morning, Moonstone Mama. Hello. I haven't seen you in a while. Guess what? I don't know why, but you don't have a wrench. Got it again. Callie Reseller. Hello and good morning. Let's see what she says here. They changed the recipe.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. The old one. If you look on eBay listings, like if you type in Butterfinger like hydrogenated oil, you'll find a bunch of listings of people selling the old recipe, and people still buy them.
Yeah. Jennifer made a comment that she's got a lot of glass, but she's afraid to list them because she's procrastinating because she's afraid they'll break. That's why I do not put the glassware that I do have on eBay. Believe it or not, I do much better in my antique booths with that. So that's why I do it that way. I don't put any of that on eBay. Let's see, I'm Pacific, so I am up early enough that I can catch y'all. Thank you so much. It's so great to see you. Don't forget to put your link in the chat so everybody can go check out in case if they're not subscribed to you, or even check to make sure that we're still subscribed to you. I've noticed how YouTube changes things like that. Gary knows what's up.
Jennifer dropped the link. She's quick. She's
on
right
it.
on it.
Yeah. And I like to check to make sure I'm always subscribed still, because Friday I actually found out I was not subscribed to a few of those that were in the chat. And so when they drop the links, I like to go and check for that reason.
Yeah, that's a good call. I'll do the same thing.
Because I was like, wait a minute, I know I'm subscribed to you. Then I go to look, and sure enough, it wasn't. Nikki T, if you're still in here, I just sent you on Instagram. Okay. Kelly, everybody saying hello.
All right, there we go. I'm subscribed to Moonstone Mamas.
There you go. Well, she does a lot of jewelry, and I love her knowledge on different stones. I'm still trying to learn. She has a great knowledge on stones for jewelry. So if you need to know something, definitely check her out. I have some old Butterfingers bites or something in the fridge.
Sitting on a gold mine there.
Yeah, exactly. He just did a bolo. I don't know if you heard it. Might want to repeat it one more time, because after that, it's gone.
Yeah. Well, if you come across the old Butterfingers with the old recipe, people buy them on eBay. You can sell 5 for $20 on eBay or a little bit more. So people buy them all.
What's the year? Do you know about what the year is for those, as far as when they changed that?
I think it was earlier this year or the end of 2019. So, I mean, technically they would be expired most likely.
Oh,
but
okay.
I think you could put something in the listing like these are just for like collection purposes only. And then it's up to people if they want to eat it or not.
Yeah, believe it or not, I had found, and it was last year in the summer, I had actually found a lot of Earhart memorabilia. And a couple of them had the actual candy still in the glass banks that they had of the cars, and inside it was with M&Ms or whatever the candy was of that. And I sold it, and I even put in there, the candy is still in there from original shipping.
Right.
So I had to make sure I put that in the description.
Right.
Any questions about stones, jewelry, send me an email. I would love to see if I can help you. That's great to hear. Thank you so much. That's Devin. Am I saying her name right? I believe so. Westside Gary, Moonstone Mama. Do you ever have titanium or surgical steel? She's allergic to that, and I know that she's been telling us that. So maybe you can help her out, Moonstone Mama. I'll take you up on that, Dev. Yep. That's good that everybody has that avenue to help, because that's something that we need in the community, and I love it. Gary, Callie says, I'm doing good. Q4 has started. Yes, it has. It's a little slow, but it has started. Oh, and don't forget, if y'all haven't checked your coupons, make sure if you have a store that has a coupon, go ahead and use it because you don't want to lose it. And I'm telling you right now, when I did my orders on October 1st, I always place my order on the first day of the month when the Q4 or when the Q quarter comes out with their coupons. And I already got all my shipping supplies. I even found some perfect size ones I've been looking for, and I already got my order in. So you don't want to wait too long, because a lot of that will go on back order, and you will miss out on shipping supplies that you need for the holidays, especially when it gets closer.
Yeah, it's definitely a good thing to stock up on that stuff, because it's not going to go bad. It doesn't take up a lot of room. It would just be better to have it as opposed to having to go to Office Max or a local store to pay way too much for that bubble wrap.
That's why you're going to really eat into your cost, because then you're really having to pay more than you would online.
Yep.
I don't mind I love those coupons. I use that first before I buy anything else, and that's why I make my whole order for the month, and I have a little list of what I need as I go. And even if I'm running, like I have my main storage and then I have my prep station. If my prep station's running low and I have to go and get it from my back storage, and once I'm getting low there, that's when I place it on order. I don't like to, as long as my shipping station's packed, I'm fine.
I'm not sure what I'm going to buy this time with my eBay coupon. Probably some Arab jackets. Like I've got a whole box of eBay tape, and I don't actually use it that often. I use it. It's kind of funny. I use my eBay tape for my Amazon shipments when I send it to their warehouse, because they just cut the box open, take the stuff out, and then toss it. So I've got a ton of eBay tape sitting around.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. I have a variety where I have a case that has just the plain brown brown tape,
Hmm.
and I have another case that has eBay tape. Now it depends on what I'm sending or
Right.
the size of the box. I have a thing where I actually use the regular browns. Right now I'm trying to get rid of those because then I'm gonna start using the eBay ones.
Nice.
But I have those ready just in case because I love using that brown tape.
Hmm.
Everybody's telling each other good morning, hello.
How's
So are you selling more on Amazon or do you still do eBay? Or do you do eBay?
Yeah, so I do both. I do Amazon and eBay. I actually, since we're talking about the videos and stuff, the last video that I posted was my last month sales breakdown for all of my side hustle platforms like Amazon, eBay, merch by Amazon. I do like shirts and stuff like that.
Right.
I'd say like 60 to 70% of my business is Amazon, probably 30% eBay, and then the rest is like Facebook Marketplace and other platforms like that. So, but yeah, I'm mostly on Amazon, but I've been selling a lot on eBay too. Just like I said, I'm cleaning out my garage.
Right.
I had tons of like electric shavers. I had tons of electric toothbrushes. I had just tons and tons of these brand new electronics I had bought and just kind of forgotten about.
Wow.
And the funny thing is, it's like you can't sell stuff if it's not listed, right?
Right, exactly. Doesn't make any money that way.
Yeah, so I spent about a solid week listing all of this stuff that I just had sitting around, and my eBay did pretty well for me last month. I think they did about 2,500 or $3,000 last month on eBay, which is really good for me.
Wow.
So
what's great about it too is that you not only found it, you forgot about it, but now you got it listed and you turned it into money.
right. Yeah.
That's why my video that I did on the soy pod, I don't call it my death pile. I'll call it my money pile because it's still there waiting for me to make money on it.
Right.
That's why I didn't call it a death pile, but yeah.
Yeah.
Hope you get better from Jim. I hope you're getting I know you were not feeling well. But yeah, that's one thing about it. I love talking about that in my video I did on the soy pod.
Mm-hmm.
Some people were telling me about, they have so much. And for me, I keep it organized to where I know when I'm listing something, I'm picking one whole box at a time out and I'm emptying that box out. And that's the only way I can do it. So I'm working in my older inventory first that I had started from last year. And when I purged, when we moved, that's where I started my eBay with. But I still have some of that left. I'm still going through boxes. And I'm finding more stuff. It's like Christmas every day because it's things that I forgot where they were. And I know I have it somewhere.
Right.
Here with all our stuff, but it's like what box is it in? So that's why I've been also unpacking where I'm finding, okay, I need to start listing this stuff. So I'm bringing it into the eBay room.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I kind of did that. I was organized. I was using my living room. I made like different piles. I was like, this is going on Amazon. This is going on eBay. And I started recording to make a couple videos for it. And that actually motivated me to keep going. I was like, all right, I can actually, there's like a visual difference that I can show like, hey, I've gotten rid of X amount of stuff. I've listed, 50 items. My sales are going up. It's like, this obviously works. You just have to take the time to put in the effort.
Yeah. Right now I have 1,185 listings. Now, the thing about that with me is every time I list more, I sell more, which is a good problem to have because that makes me motivated because I'm trying to get to that 1,200.
Okay.
They stay over 1,200, but as I get closer to it, it always pushes me back because I get more sales.
Right.
But that's fine. I like that because then it motivates me to even list more every day. Right. And so that's why my goal is where by the day when I leave the room and I go upstairs, I have my drafts done. I have my pictures done. That way the next morning when I come in the eBay room, I just had to merge them together and list it. I do that every day.
Nice. So you've got a good formula or you've got a good like routine down.
Yeah.
I
try to get my day done by 2 o'clock. That way the rest of the day is mine. And so if I have everything listed from the day before that I did the drafts and I did the photos, and I start at the end of the day, when I'm done from 2 o'clock, I'm already doing my photos and my drafts for the next day. That way, when I come back in, I can start listing those the next morning. So I keep doing that because I want to keep a thing going into there because I have so much good inventory. Yeah. That I'm not really going out and sourcing for that reason. Now, every now and then I do find some, like if there's a great estate sale, I will go. But I'm trying to stay away from a lot of the garage sales right now because I'm very picky on what I'm buying. So that's why I list every day because I have a lot of stuff that I want to get rid of. But again, some things I don't mind sitting on because I know what they're going for. And I do send out offers every day, which that's another thing I do every day. I will sit there first thing in the morning when I have a list of like say 8 to 10 people watching my items. I will go in there and send offers, whether it's 10%, 12 or 14%. I will send it to them and see. It seems to be working. So I do something different every week, depending on what I feel like for that week. Let's see. I should be a reseller. You don't think I was? The stuff I tote in my shed, it looks like Christmas when I go through it again. Yes, that's right. And that's the thing about it. When I moved, I had so many things packed. That's why I'm trying to go through the stuff in the garage because, again, once I've already unpacked everything in the house that I had already from the move, and now I'm going and working through the garage, I'm looking like, oh my God, I forgot I had this. It's like Christmas. I used to have a lot of old movie pop tins that you would find like in the walls of like the movie theaters and stuff in the old 50s and 60s. I have a whole bunch of those that I finally found. Yes, I was like, I know I have them. I didn't know where they were, and they went in a totally different box. So those are getting pulled and ready to put in my antique booth because I know I can get more in there than I would on eBay.
Nice.
Yeah. And that's something that's just an ongoing thing every day, you know. And the best way to start, even for those who are starting not on eBay, if you're not selling, is to go through your own stuff in a year or 6 months. I have a lot that I found that I did not touch or use in over 6 months. I do that every 6 months to a year.
Yeah, that's that's good to take like an inventory of your or take kind of like audit your inventory, make sure all of your stuff is listed. You know, sometimes things fall through the cracks on eBay that you have listed and it doesn't get relisted. So it's good to check on that every few months. Just be like, all right, make sure I have everything listed, everything's organized, and just keep going. And
then again, if something doesn't sell and you get it, or say something you have a return or something, and I've caught myself doing this a couple of times. Not knowing that when something happens like that and you get a return or something didn't sell or somebody didn't pay and you go to put it back, don't relist it right away because of the fact that it automatically get relisted. That you may have 2 listings of the same. And so I always catch that before to make sure that it doesn't happen because if you don't go through your inventory, you can catch yourself with 2 sales. And if somebody tries to buy them both, and you only have one, that can get you some trouble.
Right.
Good morning, Johnny and Justin. Another thing, too, I don't know if y'all know if any of y'all or every one of y'all have changed over to managed payment.
Yeah, I have.
On Saturday, there was a video from Justin about RVA Flip. He did a quick little small video by complaining about these specs that you have to change on your eBay store. And it's best that you do it because, from what I'm understanding, if you don't do it yourself, it will fall off of your store. And the weird thing about it, it could be a pair of shoes. You have to make sure you go through it, and right at the top, it'll say specs needed. In order to tell you, if you select all, you're done. And what it is, it could be putting in the men's department. What size is it for men or unisex? If it's a hat, what is it, a male, female, or unisex?
Right.
And I went through 24 of them yesterday when I got my email. And you'll always get it in the overview of your eBay store. And there's going to be a thing telling you might have X amount that needs new specs for things that are coming out, I want to say next month. So you want to check those out real quick because it's something that's going to be very minor. But if you don't do the updates on the things that you have to get on the specs, you can lose those out of your eBay store. So definitely check into that. If you have it in your, it'll be on your overview of task, or how's it called again? Task needed to do or something. Let me see real quick.
Plus, that can help you. That can help that stuff sell because if people are searching for those specifications and you don't have them listed, then it'll be harder for them to find it. So I hear what you're saying.
In your taskbar on your main page of your overview, it says suggested action, task needed. That's where you will find that list if you have a list of stuff that they want you to do and check on your specs. The updating your specifications. Yeah. They're going to be doing this. I already started doing it when I changed over to managed payment. I want to say August. So July, I did my updates to what they asked me to do. And I just got another one this weekend. So I went out ahead and did that one. And it was just simple stuff, to get your items in more categories. Because they're going to do some more changes. You must get the blue dot, even if you don't have PN.
Put NA in the box.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did make sure I do that on some of the things. Because there's some things I have that's so old that they don't even have a UPC code or a
Right.
P&M, whatever you call it. Hello, good morning, Louis. Lone
Yeah.
Star
Good
Picker.
morning.
Hello, good morning. So, Louis, Nikki, are you working today, or they gave you the day off? I know today is considered a holiday. The mail will not be passing today. How to panels are doing in half well, great. Oh yes, today they're having all at 4 o'clock. Louis is having a channel with Dapper Tiger. So check it out today at 4 o'clock. He's got the link in there, so definitely check it out and set your reminder. I got mine set
later today.
Yeah, in the thumbnail you'll see here Dapper Tiger and the baby, both dressed alike. Cute.
Yeah, I had fun being on their chat a few weeks ago with Eric and Sam. That was a good time.
Yeah, you did the regular show. You did the one where they did like a every 15 minutes they had a different guest.
No, it was a regular show. It was a Friday night. I sat and chatted with them for a little over an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. It was kind of funny because you just get talking and you have different topics, and
yeah,
2 hours later you're like, wow, that was that was quick.
Exactly.
So
off to have a crown replaced. Oh, sorry to hear that. Hope you feel better on that. That's not fun. Good luck with that, Dawn. Yeah, that's one thing I like about it. I was on their channel with that as well, and it was amazing how fast time flies when you're just talking about all kind of stuff. And they have a great channel when it comes to both of the things they do together. One is the monthly one where they do the speed round or something like that they call it.
Yeah,
and they have the regular show, and I love them both. I try to stay up and watch them. Trust me, it's not easy.
Yeah.
I wanted to go right here. We'd love to have you on our show in the future, but we are booked almost not till next year. Well, that is awesome.
Well, it sounds like they've got a full schedule. You guys said that's awesome. That's great. Have your people reach out to my people. We'll see what we can do. Your
Right.
agent, whatever. So, I'd be happy to join you guys when you have time for me.
Exactly. Treasure Hustler, hello and welcome. Good morning. So good to see y'all each and every morning. So what's everybody's plans for the day? I know I'm almost done with my work. I just got to get my listing done and check out my I have to do my drafts and pictures and list them. That's all I got left. I got those all ready to go. Do you play vinyl records, Justin?
I don't have a record player anymore. I had one that was my dad's, but it broke and I haven't bought a new one. Unfortunately, I do have a few, but unfortunately, I don't listen to them.
I love the sound of them.
Yeah, no, I do too. I grew up and my dad would play them like every Saturday and Sunday. That's kind of how I would wake up, as we'd be jamming out to some rock or a Bob Marley or whatever he was in the mood for. But yeah, I used to listen to them a lot.
Every weekend my mom would play the record player. She had this large cabinet, and it basically took up under the whole window of our living room, and it had these 8-track, cassette, and turntable. And it was so beautiful to hear that music every weekend. And so that's how we did our house chores. We basically listened to the 45s and albums spinning on the turntable. It was beautiful. You ever get any rest? Oh, that's a treasure. I know I did a good weekend. I want to say 30 more albums I'm listing for my antique booth. I got a inventory. I'm working on that as well this week because I go once a week to the antique booth, and I call us to get those listed because I already listed I already played them on. I love listening to the albums where I make sure there's no scratches or skips on them. I'll list them in my antique booth, so I got to get that done. That's my next thing to do. I have things in like a step, almost like a conveyor belt, so to say, where I know what I got to do next. So that's what I'll make sure I have it ready. Already packed all her orders. Yeah, I got to finish. I have mine pulled. I just got to pack them from my sales last night.
Looks like Jennifer dropped a link for Treasure Hustlers. I haven't seen their channel before. I'll go ahead and
subscribe. Oh, you haven't?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, they got a good channel. I'm just checking to make sure I'm still subscribed.
Yep. I just went ahead and subscribed to that.
And I'm always confused. There's one that types in capital letters and one that doesn't. And that's how you got to know which one's which. Like right now, I'm still not used to who's the one that types in capital letters. I just bought an 8-track because what my dad played all weekend. I miss him so much. Yeah, and that does bring a lot of memories back when you start listening to that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What was the highlight of best side? Wait, where we go? There we go. What was the best highlight of buy or sell this weekend? Pick one or mention both.
I saw his question. I was just kind of going through my eBay, trying to look at what I wanted to talk about. Actually,
I can go after you. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was going to say you could go ahead first.
Okay, that's fine. What I have, my best sell for this weekend was a vinyl album. Mm-hmm. It was from 1976, I think it was. I'm looking at the year right now. I want to say 76 or 77. Actually, 1975. It was the best of Dolly Parton. It was new sealed. Sold for $45.44, but the buyer's total cost in is $63.44. And that was part of the album buy that I did last month from Brittany. And I wound up getting 51 albums for $125. And that was my second sale of that lot. And that wound up putting me in the profit. I didn't buy anything much this weekend except for something. I'm not going to say what it is because I listed it on eBay trying to see if it's a good buy or not, because they were going for about anywhere from $25 to $35. And so I bought 4 of them just to see. And if they do sell pretty quick, I may go back and get the rest of what they had. For $9.99, I couldn't pass it up. So,
yeah, yep, I don't blame you.
Yeah, I want to see how it goes first before I say anything.
Okay. Well, as I was telling Johnny earlier, I went to a couple of state sales. I bought a lot of media this past weekend, and some of those are going to be really good for me. Basically, I paid like a quarter a piece for a lot of brand new DVDs and CDs and stuff. But my best sale from the weekend that I think is kind of neat was I sold an Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Chipmunk Adventure DVD from 2008 for $69.
What?
Yeah.
Was it new sealed?
It was new sealed. I picked it up at the thrift store. I'm looking at my listing right here. I picked it up at the thrift store for $2.50 and sold for $70.
Wow.
So
that is awesome.
So if you see any old cartoons, old Alvin and the Chipmunks, look them up, see if it's worth it.
Wow. I'm going to have to go through all my albums and stuff I have now.
Yep.
You said it was an album or a VHS?
It was a DVD.
A DVD, okay.
Yep, brand new DVD from 2008.
Okay, so if it's in caps, it's Jackie. She likes to yell at you. Okay. Now I know. I always get that mixed up every time I want to think about it. So I wait to see who else types a name in the chat, and I realize who it is. Let's see. This one's so fast. I never think about caps as yelling. Who caps all the gaps? Okay, yeah. But that's how you can tell the difference of who's actually using it. But some people do get pissed off. Well, they'll have to get over it. I know that's how y'all tell who's actually using the chat at the time.
Do they switch off the keyboard?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I remember the first time somebody told me that's like, I'm not yelling. I'm just accidentally left it on caps.
This is how I talk.
Well, because somebody said if you want, and it happened to be someone who was doing this one show and said, please make it all caps.
Mm-hmm.
When you want to ask a question. It was when somebody was doing interviews with somebody, and I did. And then somebody said, well, you don't have to yell at me. I said, well, you said put it in caps. Let's see. Ping you as soon as Sarah sits down at her computer. Let's see. No, we were both signed in on one in the same account, 2 different computers. Yeah, that's what I figured.
Okay, so I haven't actually watched their channel yet. I just subscribed, but so we do know it's 2 people, right? Like it's
it is. It's right. It's Jackie and her partner, and what they do is Jackie does everything in caps. So when you're on the chat and you see it all in caps, you know it's Jackie.
Gotcha.
because they'll catch it every now and then. You'll see that. Can you see me now? Yes, Gary, we can see you. Again, I want to thank each and every one of y'all. Every time y'all come in and y'all keep up with the chat, and y'all very nice and friendly with everybody. Don't forget to make sure you drop your link for your channel. If you do any specific platforms and you want to promote that, make sure you put that link in the chat as well. And this is the first time we actually have Justin in the chat and live with us. So I want to definitely thank him for coming and doing that, because I know he's always in all the chats. But now this is great that you can see a face with a name. Sarah has the emojis on that one. Okay.
Yeah. Normally I'm working and I'll have my laptop right here, and then I'll have my home computer here, and I'm just chatting and doing my work. But today I was off, so I was like, yeah, it's a good time to say hi.
Well, actually, Sarah does the emoji with the glasses. That's how you can also tell the difference, and she does it without. Let's see. I like that to encourage you to get a turntable. Yes.
Yes, it has been far too long. I agree.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. She's always the emoji upside down because she's always in the dumpsters upside down. That's why. And I really appreciate it, Lisa, because this is something that I enjoy, having a platform for everybody to come on and have a good time in the morning. And you get to talk with each other, maybe especially during the weekend if you haven't seen somebody in the chat. And this is a great way for everybody to keep in touch with each other, and a way to share your platforms. When I first started this channel, I didn't expect this. I really was going to just do videos. Yeah. And then the opportunity came along to do the live shows, and I started doing the talk shows in the evening. And it was really great. And it got to the point where I almost got almost everybody as an interview on the channel. But then I noticed that the need for more of a talk show was more than just live shows with auctions or with chats with people. And so that's why I turned this into more of a talk show, because I'm noticing that a lot of people get to come in and be themselves and be nice to each other and talk. And I am glad to be able to bring that to y'all and have a place for y'all to come in. And so that is why I am blessed that I have this platform to be able to do this with everyone. And that's why I'm glad that I was able to do it.
Yeah, I enjoy jumping in here and chatting with you guys and saying hi to everybody and catching up and, seeing what's new in the community. So I think there's a really good reseller community of people that share that kind of information. It's
exactly.
It's great.
And Moonshine Mama Bevan says that she likes the talk show format. She's so laid back and comfy. And that's what I've always wanted when we first started this. It's a place for you to be comfortable, be able to come in. And if you want to talk about your channel and you just want to come in, there's no format about talking about your channel. You're more than welcome to come in and chat. I always put the links in the chat for those who want to come in and talk about it. And this is one of the things that you'd be surprised on how many topics we've come up with just from somebody being a guest on the show or just popping in and talking a little bit here and there. And I'll go ahead and put the link in again. You're more than welcome to come on. We've had more comments and conversations with other people in the chat on the live here, which is great because you just never know what topic comes up. Try to keep it positive. Yeah. I still have people going in and looking at the one that we did on the 21st. That was crazy. But I want to say that one got almost 800 or plus views already. So, yeah. But you never know. Things can, it's more educational. There's people who have questions. And if we don't answer them, somebody in the chat may have that answer. Because not all the time, if I don't have it, I'm going to reach out to somebody that may have it, or I'll do some research. You can learn a lot about listening to John, and thank you. Yes, I'm always washing my hands, and that's another thing. My hands are so dry from so much hand lotion and sanitizer. I don't do much, but I can have enough stuff. Yeah. And another thing, that's even if you're not selling or you don't do YouTube content and you come in, you always are able to come in and talk about a platform you sell on. Because some people that are new, they might not have an idea of what can sell. And that's why I like going to other people's, those who do eBay or Amazon or any platform. And if you put the link in the chat, that helps them go and check out to see what you're selling. Because if they're outsourcing and they don't have an idea, right, by watching your videos or watching your chats or going to your platforms, they will be able to get an idea and say, "Oh, I didn't." As I'm still learning as far as some things that are selling that I did not believe.
Sure.
Like I said, the Nintendo was tempting. Just like last week, I bought it for $2. Bought this a lot of stuff. It was McDonald's Star Wars toys and some games for the Wii and the PS1, the PS2.
Mm-hmm.
But I had a the original PS.
Okay.
And I bought it for $2 in this lot of stuff that I bought, and it sold for $117.
Nice. That's
for
awesome.
something I just paid $2 for.
Right.
So you just never know.
Right.
Just ruined my life. I bought 10 Black Diamonds Disney VHS.
Yeah, that's the whole Black Diamond Disney VHS thing. For some reason, those just sell for ridiculous amounts.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, even though it shows that they sold for that, we don't actually know if the payments went through or if they've been canceled. So I don't put too much stock into those.
Right, because then again, when you're listing something or buying, you're sourcing.
Right.
Even though there's a list of things that were actually listed,
Mm-hmm.
I still go with what's sold, because if you got a list of, like, say 5 or 6 or more of one item that's listed, but the prices are all over the place, when you look at the solds and only 2 or 3 sold,
Mm-hmm.
then you have to really look at it in a way, is it really worth me buying?
Yeah.
Do I want to sit on it? And that's
Yeah.
why I always look at what's sold versus what's listed.
Yeah. Yeah. I was on a forum a few days ago, and I saw somebody was talking about they use these different programs to make fake bids on some things, and then they would sell. So it was like, it looks like the thing sold, but why would people do that? They're just like messing up their sales or whatever. It didn't fully make sense, but you got to take that stuff with a grain of salt, because if you see a Black Diamond DVD or VHS that sold for 10 grand, I mean, likely it didn't sell for that. And if it did, they're not going to get the money for it.
Exactly. All right. He said, ask Justin my last question. Let me find it. All right, here we go. Let's see. Although of money laundering on eBay, some sales make no sense. Is that the question you're asking?
Yeah.
Any thought of money laundering on eBay? Okay, I'm sorry, I misread that.
No, you're good. Honestly, I doubt that, just because everything is like recorded. All the transactions are recorded. Every registered eBay or buyer seller is recorded and all that kind of stuff. I mean, that's kind of like a running joke, is that people say that, but personally, I don't think that would be the optimal way would be to use eBay. I'm not sure. I wouldn't know. I haven't heard of anything like or read any articles that eBay has been caught for that kind of stuff. But sometimes I just think it's people. Yeah, maybe it's just eBay doing it more than Nate, but maybe it's just people running up bids too and then just not paying.
Right, I've seen that happen a lot too.
So, like with the recent game system, like pre-orders and stuff, some of the game systems are selling for really high, but these are pre-orders that aren't coming out for a month or two, and there are people just running up the bids with no intention of paying. So.
Right. Every day I'm hustling. Good morning. Hello, Nate. He does his morning premieres, so don't forget to check his out. I have a question on something that somebody had asked me, I want to say last week. When you're doing eBay items and you're listing things and you're selling things, let me make sure I remember the question correctly.
Mm-hmm.
When, like, for example, when they sell it and when you make your sales and it goes, like right now, it was last year, it used to be on PayPal where you get a 1099. What is going to go on with the new system with eBay now, that if we're not using PayPal? Are they going to send us this new 1099 or 1099W, I think it is, for sale?
For some reason, I think it's a 1099K. Let me check real quick. But basically, it was like you had to meet 2 thresholds for eBay or Amazon to send you a 1099. It was like you had to have 200 transactions and then over a certain amount in sales. But I bet eBay is going to do the same thing, because instead of PayPal having it out there, I mean, eBay is still recording the transactions and stuff.
Right.
So,
well, my next question is, I know last year when I had It was like a 1099, but it was more of just a list of my sales from July, because I didn't start eBay till July the 24th. So I had July and the rest of the year where each month was broken down on how much I made.
Right.
But when I went to turn it in with my tax lady, we had to figure out what she can use it for there, because she said that it's not technically considered income because of the amount that I made, I guess.
Okay.
I still reported it. I still gave it to her, and she still reported it with my income.
Right.
But for some reason, they're not recognizing it as an income.
Okay. So yeah, so just like what Nate said, I checked just to make sure, but to get a 1099 issued from like Amazon or eBay, you have to have a minimum of 200 orders and $20,000 in gross sales.
Okay, that's why I didn't get one last year then, because I didn't.
Right. You have to meet both thresholds. You know, if you have 200 orders but not 20K, it's not going to issue you one. Now the thing is, just to clarify, I am a CPA, but I'm not giving out advice. I'll give out some general information here.
Right, exactly.
The IRS wants you to record pretty much anything that you sell as income, whether you get a 1099 or not, whether you do, 200 sales or 20K on eBay or Amazon, the IRS still wants you to report all of your taxable income.
Correct.
So just because somebody doesn't get a 1099 doesn't mean that they don't have to report it. I mean, essentially, they want you to record any sales. I mean, if you sold something locally or whatever, if you sold something on eBay or Amazon, I mean, they want to know all of your sales, and that you're not necessarily going to have to owe money on that if you have a certain amount of deductions or your personal exemption, all that kind of stuff. But they want it. They want to know everything.
Well, I know even though I've been doing business now for myself since 2005, 2006 era time frame, every year, no matter if it's by check, by cash, by online, me making quilts or selling things that I quilted, I keep a paper trail of everything that I either buy for inventory or fabric I buy for quilting, supplies I need for the business, or anything that I sell, regardless on how I sell it, is getting reported. And so my tax lady tells me every year, because I'm so organized with that as well, I have it on a spreadsheet, whether it's eBay, auctions, quilting, whatever. I have everything in a line. And she says she's never seen that before. I said, well, I've been doing this since 2006 every year. I said, and I will have it listed as if it's a check, by cash, or by some kind of other payment that I get whenever I sell something. Right. I'd rather do that than them come back and audit me. Thank God, knock on wood, it's never happened. But I guarantee you, I have boxes full of receipts in the garage, organized from every year.
That's good. It sounds like you're more organized than 90% of the people out there that have sort of a reselling or a business in general, because any kind of business has to keep those kind of records.
And the funny thing about it, if I ever get audited, if they come and say they want that year, that's all I can do is go in the garage, pull the box out, and open it up, and they can sort through it, because I don't put it in alphabetical order in the box. Once I put it on the spreadsheet, it gets thrown in the box, no matter what it is. So it's all over the place. So yeah, I don't put it in order in the box. And Nathan wanted to know if it's a 1099, what is it considered?
What do you mean? Was it considered?
He said a 1099. Is it a 1099 they send you?
No, I think he said it is a 1099.
Oh, it is a 1099. Yeah. But is it like a certain letter behind it or something, or is it just 1099?
I think it's a 1099 miscellaneous.
I see. Okay.
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Let's see. I'll tell them it's on PayPal records. If they want to find out, they most certainly can. Yes, indeed.
Well, here's the thing. When you get like a 1099, that company is telling you like, hey, we've reported your income. So it would be in your best interest to also report your income. Now, just because you don't get a 1099 doesn't mean, hey, I shouldn't. I shouldn't have to. You still should. It's in your best interest.
Well, that's why even I have one employee that I have still in Louisiana for my cleaning company. Granted, I'm not there doing the work, but I do have my employees there doing it. I report that income as far as what I'm paying out. Even though I'm still getting the money coming into me, I'm still showing it as a payout to her as an income, because I do it as a direct deposit every week, every 2 weeks. That way I keep track of that income as well, because I have the income coming in from the company we have contracted out, that I do invoices every month or every 2 weeks. But as soon as I pay her through the direct deposit, I keep that as my record of income for her out of what I'm paying for employees. Hilary, good morning, Rosie. How are you doing, Crystal? Good to see you. So that's the best thing to do is keep paper trail of everything you do, because of the fact that if you ever do get audited, you will have your paper trail for that. And I've always done that from day one. And that's just the way I do my booking and my bookkeeping. But when I give everything out to my tax lady, she basically has everything in a spreadsheet, and she just takes the numbers with everything I give her, and she's done with it. And I'm very happy to have that done in a quick and fast manner. I am well, Johnny. How are you? I am blessed, Crystal, every day. I always say in my intros and some of my things on my YouTube channel, every day's a holiday and every meal's a banquet.
Yep. I have a friend that says that, an old boss of mine. He would always say, every day's a holiday. I spoke to him yesterday. I hadn't talked to him in a couple months, and he just like clockwork. I said, hey, how's it going? He said, every day's a holiday. I said, well,
I've been saying that ever since I went through my chemo. For some reason, I think I read it out of a book or something I was reading, and that stuck with me. So now that's always what I say. Every day's a holiday. Every meal's a banquet. Yesterday was over with. Tomorrow's not here. So I'll live today for the fullest. Let's see. So how does eBay report the income on everyone that doesn't meet the 2K? Once I get.
Yeah, that's a good question, Gary. Like I said, when they issue the 1099, they're saying, hey, we've reported your income to the IRS.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. So when they do that,
I'm gonna leave you on. I'm just gonna be right back.
Okay. Yeah. So when they do that, they're saying, hey, we've reported your income. That doesn't necessarily mean that eBay isn't reporting your income if you make or if you sell less than 20K, but be guaranteed that if it meets those two thresholds, it has been reported. So, it is in your best interest just to be honest and to report your income. And, it helps to keep everyone honest. And, you got to make sure you're keeping track of your expenses and everything that you sell and everything that your business, costs. It's just better to take good records, kind of like what Johnny was saying. He sounds like he's pretty well organized, which can be very helpful. So good morning, Crystal. So yeah, you'd have to check with them. Just because they don't report it doesn't mean you shouldn't report it. It's always best to be honest in those type of situations. So, and apparently Johnny left, so he said he'd be right back. So how's everybody else doing? Did you have a good weekend in sales? Having a good holiday? Treasure. Oh, thank you. That's very sweet. I definitely spent a lot of money on my education and my CPA exams. So those are not fun. In case you didn't know, to be a CPA, you have to have a certain number of hours of higher education. I have a master's degree in accounting, and I passed all 4 CPA exams, and I'm a licensed certified public accountant, and I do eBay and Amazon in my spare time for fun and chat with you guys for fun. So going to try to put out more videos, and I wanted to jump in and say hi to Johnny and be a part of this positivity train that he's always got going on in the mornings.
And I thank you, because I know a lot of times you're in the chat and you're usually working. So this is an honor to be able to finally get to talk with you. And I know everyone is asking questions, but just remember, he's not giving us advice. He's basically just telling us the kind of the facts. But the best thing about this is that if you are not sure, because every state is different as far as their rules and regulations, please make sure you do check with your own tax preparer or accountant or whatever you have in your area, because again, every state is different. So like when we ask these questions, he's just giving us a basic answer, not to say that it's what's etched in stone. And that's what I like about us in the channels in the morning. We have so many different feels of somebody doing something different, and they can bring different things to us as far as the basics, but not give us everything etched in stone saying that this is what you got to do. So always make sure you do check with your own CPA or tax preparer in your area, because again, they will know more of the laws in your state or area that you live. Because again, you're looking at, for example, in Louisiana, that's the only state that has parishes. One parish next door might say one thing, and then your parish may say something different, because it's again the municipality of that town. So you always make sure you definitely double check your information. Okay, just saw a comment.
Yeah, Gary's throwing me under the bus here.
I feel like eBay reports regardless on how much you make. Yeah, I think so. Like I was saying before, I did get a form from when it was actually back last year when it was eBay, of PayPal, and it did just say basically my income per month, but I still reported it as what I had made because of the fact that I had my own records, because I keep everything on a spreadsheet of what I make, for that reason. Plus, again, I was thinking about that a few minutes ago too, where when I did my taxes and I was having, usually in the years previous, I would have a list of, I always had certain donations I would do. And so this time, because it was what I do as far as the bingo is concerned, she told me that I can't do that as a actual donation. So we had to put it as an advertisement. So that's why it's always best, because in Louisiana, they did it as donations. Whereas here in Massachusetts, it's more of a advertisement. So you definitely need to check with your tax person, because of the fact that when I did it this year from last year's taxes, I wasn't used to that because Louisiana did it totally different.
Right.
Definitely check with your area. Yeah, no selling that has been selling on eBay from day one. No sales reported. They considered it like a garage sale money. No issues, of course, near even 10 grand a year. I don't know. I don't take no chances. I report everything.
See, you've got kind of a misnomer there. You're saying it's like garage sale money. Well, they want to know about your garage sale money.
Yeah.
They want to know about your lemonade stand money. You know, what are you trying to say? The garage sale money doesn't have to be reported? I mean, they want to know everything.
The thing about this is too, don't they consider, because I know in some areas you have to get a permit to even do a garage sale, depending on where you're located. And some people do it without even getting a permit.
Yeah. And to answer Rosie's closet question, a few comments above. I currently don't do taxes for resellers. I am a licensed CPA in my state, and I might do it next year. You know, I've had a lot of people ask me about that, but I do work full time in the accounting industry. But I do Amazon and eBay part time. But I'm not currently offering tax prep services. Maybe next year, but not right now. So
I'm gonna go back and make sure I didn't miss any questions.
Yeah. Gary said he only made $2 at his garage sales.
Hopefully you didn't do a video while you were doing your garage sale. And that's like with Gary, I feel like eBay reports everything. Regardless, for me, no matter what I make, for example, I have a quilting company, I sell on eBay, I have an antique booth. So I report everything. I cover my every avenue of income I have because of that. Let's see. Just don't have to worry about it.
You know, there's a benefit, and sometimes people don't understand this or recognize this or fully grasp it, but there's a huge benefit to reporting your income for these side businesses, because then you can write off additional expenses or additional deductions that you've had for your business. You know, if you have a home office, if you take trips to the store, if you pay for internet, if you pay for all of these things that help your business and supplies and expenses and all of these things, if you keep good records, keep good track, you can write off more parts of your income that way and reduce your taxable income and pay less in taxes. But you want to do what Johnny's doing and keep good track of your records of what you're paying, what it's going to. Essentially, that's what we like to call supporting documentation. So it's good to keep records, keep receipts. So
I've always done that, even when before I even started my own business. Always kept track of everything, because you never know if you're going to get audited. You'll be out of the blue. And that's one thing you don't want to have is, how they say that again, the figure of speech saying that they have, don't get caught with your pants down, because of the fact that if you don't have your supporting documents on anything you're reporting on your taxes, it can come back and bite you in the butt, because if you don't have that paperwork to support it, that's when they can turn around and you go owe a lot more than you think. So if you're doing deductions, like for example, some years I've had enough where my standard deduction was better than me doing a regular deduction of all my expenses. So for me, I want to say maybe 2 years out of that since 2006 that I've ever had just to take standard deductions, because I didn't have enough to go over what the standard deduction was. You just never know. Things that you can report for tax breaks. is something that you definitely have to look into when you're running any kind of business. I want to welcome and say hello to Copper State Treasurer, Miss Lisa. Good to see you this morning. So that's what's good about having paper trail. You just never know when that day will come, when they'll be coming knocking at your door. And like I do, when I do my spreadsheet and I keep my my records of everything up, and I have separate folders, like these little bins, expenses, my income, my inventory that I put into eBay, what's sold, every item that's sold, what my cost of goods were, and things like that. When it comes to supplies, I keep that as well. Because all your supplies that you use to do these packing with, that is tax deductible. But you need to make sure you have the receipts for it. And that's why it's best that you keep everything. And when I throw it in a box, I don't care what organization is in the box. I get my organization for the year.
Right.
That's thrown in a box. If they're going to come and audit me, they'll have to sit there and go through each paper and find everything they want, because it's not in a file the way I had kept it for the year.
Yeah. I saw Mike's comment about, people that report their sales from yard sales, and you're probably right, and absolutely. And not everyone that has a lemonade stand is recording that they made $10 today or $20 or whatever. All I'm saying is from my perspective as a tax professional, the IRS wants you to report all of your income. Now, what you choose to do in your own business and in your own situation, that's up to you. But we try to encourage people to make sure that they're doing everything above board. So that's all.
Well, also when you're reporting your income properly, whether you're having a business and you need to apply for capital.
Sure.
How are you going to show that you have an income if you don't keep track of your taxes every year? Because they're going to look at that and show that you're actually reporting your income. And I'm not saying everybody needs credit or does credit cards and things like that. Because for me, what I do is I have one credit card I use for my eBay. I use it to where I get cash back. Mm-hmm. And I take the cash back and buy more inventory, or I'll buy more supplies. Even though I'm doing that you will need some kind of proof of income you have coming in. Because, for example, we had this thing that happened last year with the COVID. Mm-hmm. A lot of people are trying to get these loans and these business SBA loans.
Right.
You can't get that unless you have proof that you have the income coming in.
Right.
So on the other hand, it is worth you reporting it because of the fact that can help you in a situation. They showed that you have an income from last year, but this year it fell shorter than what you made last year, and you're trying to apply for some of this stuff. That can help you in a great way of getting that kind of income or that kind of help for your business.
Right.
And that's why I do that every year. I never miss a year of doing my taxes.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I've been reading some different articles on how people have been scamming the SBA, the loans, the economic injury disaster loans, all that kind of stuff. People make up fake businesses and fake names, and they catch that stuff. It's not worth it to borrow $100,000 and then go spend it on a Maserati. It's like
that's funny you're saying that, because right when all this started, somebody here in Massachusetts had several restaurants. Mm-hmm. Now, mind you, they found out because he borrowed the money. They lent him the money from the thing he did about the COVID. That he was losing all this money from no work and no income.
Right.
They found out that evidently before this even started, he had closed all those businesses down already before that even started. So needless to say, he's got put in jail for the money he took by saying he needed the help. And the fact that these businesses were already closed before that. So he's got a hefty fine he's going to be looking at when he goes to court.
Right.
And they catch you.
Yeah. What I was talking about was I just pulled up the article to check it out, but this guy was charged with fraud after seeking PPP, which is PayPal Protection Program of loan. He applied for funding with companies he named from Game of Thrones characters. Yeah. He submitted fraudulent PPP applications for 14 companies and called them Khaleesi LLC, Night's Watch LLC, and White Walker LLC.
Oh my Lord Jesus!
So it's like, don't do stupid stuff like that, please.
Well, anything, and I look at it this way from day one, even when I was growing up. No matter what you do, if it's bad, it's going to come back and get you. So why not be right about it and do it the first time? And keep straight about what you're doing and be honest and be transparent, you'll be all right. But when you're going to start trying to defraud the government, it's going to hurt you, and it's going to hurt you in a bad way.
Yeah.
I don't recommend it doing that. What you do is your business. I'm not saying go do it or don't do it. I'm just saying for me, my morals is I would not do that, and I'd rather work with what I got because I really don't want a loan. I don't want to have to go borrow money. I want to do this the right way to where it's for me, it's what I have in my hand, what I have in inventory. If I can't list it, then something's wrong. But if you list it, then that's the only way you're going to sell it. So for me, I rather, and that's a good thing about, I have a big thing about karma. I just don't like it because it'll come and bite you back and get you totally against you. So if you do things right the first time, you're going to be okay.
Yeah.
Just try not to do, because I know somebody personally who has a business. She has welfare, food stamps. She gets a rental assistance. And every time I turn around, I ask her, I said, why are you not reporting your income? Oh, because I get paid cash. I don't have to report it. I said, okay, don't come knocking at my door or call me on my phone and asking me for help when you get busted because you're doing this illegally.
Right. Yeah, that's that's a red flag. Plus, if she gets scammed or something, like who's she going to report it to?
Exactly.
If they said I worked for somebody for a week for cash and then they didn't pay me, what do you?
How you can report that? How you can prove that? Yeah.
Right. Don't put yourself in that kind of a situation. Just be above board with everything. Work with transparency and honesty and integrity, and you can't go wrong.
You have to, because that's the only way to go these days. Because there's so many people who get and even name people that are up in the spotlights, and look what's happening to them. They did something wrong, and now they're paying for it.
Yep.
It'll never work for you in the long run if you're doing it by the back door and doing something wrong.
Yep, it is not worth it. Something I talk about for like taxes. You probably never heard of this before, but this is kind of like a term I like to use. There's a term called the audit lottery. You were talking about getting audited and stuff like that. So the audit lottery is kind of this concept that like the likelihood of being audited is very slim. And that's just because of the IRS has limited manpower and they can only audit so many people in a year. So it's like less than 1%, right? So anytime you do something in your business or report your income or don't report your income, you're playing something called the audit lottery. And the likelihood of being caught is very slim. But if you are caught, if you are targeted for an audit, or if you do something wrong and they triggers their system, you're going to lose, because compared to a single person, they have unlimited resources compared to what you have. So it's always best to be above board, record your income, record your expenses, do everything you can. So if you ever did get caught for an audit, and not caught isn't the right word, if you get selected for an audit, and it could be a very painless process, just that way you're covered. You're doing everything right.
Exactly.
You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, like Misha's saying, too many people waste their time being sneaky and trying to get away with things. And for me, I would not want to live day to day looking over my shoulder. That's just not the way I would want to live.
Right.
I'd rather have a peace of mind knowing that I did it right the first time and being honest with what I'm doing. And at least it makes the same comment. Honesty makes it easier for you to sleep at night. And that's the same thing with me. I love to sleep at night. I don't want to have to worry about something if I'm doing something shady. That's never going to happen with me. Right. You have to be able to be ready to show your proof. I have seen some people, and I'm only saying this because I've seen it in a lot of videos when I first started watching YouTube. I don't watch them because of the fact that I find that there's too many people saying they only want to tell you what they want you to see. They're not showing you the proof, and they're knocking on the door, that you have to wait to find out what's going on the next time if you're doing something wrong and shady.
Right.
That's just not a way to live. And for me, I have to, I say this from day one, I'm always going to keep a paper trail, no matter what comes in, what goes out. Because of the fact, as long as I have it all reported on my taxes, I know I can sleep well at night knowing that I did my taxes the proper way. There's too many people trying to get away with things that you got to remember, telling one lie. And I'll tell this to my brother all the time because he is a compulsive liar. Say a lie to one person, then you got to remember what you said to that person, because if you tell another lie and then somebody else hears it from the first person and it's not the same story, then you're going to keep catching yourself in more lies. Right. And you're never going to remember what you told what lie to. So the best way is to tell the truth. Then you won't have to worry about covering that up.
Right.
And I have to say this again. I keep getting great comments, and I'm doing this for you in this community. I just got another pop-up of another comment. I really appreciate all the great comments I'm getting, all the feedback I'm getting on how everyone appreciates this channel and what I'm having for y'all and giving to y'all in this community. And again, it wouldn't be for you, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be able to have this platform for you. And I want to be upfront and telling you, I am very blessed to be able to do this every day for you. And so I really enjoy the great comments I'm getting. So please let me know if there's something I'm doing wrong. Oh, you want me to change something? Let me know, because this is basically, I do this for you. Mike says, does PayPal issue a 1099 for YouTube sales as well? I don't know about that one.
Well, let me see if I understand the question correctly. Does PayPal issue a 1099 for YouTube sales? Does that, Mike, are you asking like
auctions? Yeah,
like auctions. If you're talking about like if Johnny has an auction, you know, if he's selling stuff and then receiving money through PayPal, you know, is that what we're talking about? My guess, and I don't know for 100% because I haven't encountered this before. My guess is not, because technically YouTube isn't really like a platform, so they're not recording these type of sales. And the platforms like Amazon and eBay will issue a 1099 if you cross the 200 transactions or the $20,000 and the $20,000 in gross sales. You know, if you pass those true thresholds, then eBay and Amazon will issue you 1099. I don't think YouTube would do that. But you know, PayPal is recording these transactions. So if somebody is receiving money, then PayPal is recording all of those transactions. So it would be best to report that stuff.
Yeah. I want to thank all the good comments. I really love doing this show for y'all. And some days we go longer than an hour and a half, 2 hours, because it's the comments in the chat, the progress of what we're doing. And it's very informal for y'all, and very informative to y'all. So as long as y'all have the questions coming, we'll keep going like this. And I love it. I love watching your show, Johnny. You're always upbeat and positive. That is my goal from day one. I have to keep it that way for myself. Now, the bigger auctions, of course. I'm going to comment on this one for me. Now, for me, I guarantee you, I have a sheet of paper. I have an invoice. I have what was paid. When I do an auction, you guarantee that you will see this in my taxes, because I'd rather report it and have somebody come back on me and say you did report it, because of the fact that I'd rather not be in trouble for not reporting even $1 or 50 cents or whatever the case may be. But for me, that is just me. Everybody does their taxes different. Everybody does their way of their income different. But for me, I have to be above and aboard with everything and being transparent and honest. I'd rather have a good night's sleep and not having to worry about, did I report something? I don't know if everybody's like that, but for me, that is how I live. So I report everything. I don't care what it is. Even when I have my sales that I have over at the antique booth, or if I'm selling an item that I quilted or I crocheted, I will report the items that it took me to buy the items for inventory to make that product. And then I show how much I spent on my cost. And then I show how much I spent it, or how much I sold it for. Only because of the fact that that's just the way I am. I just don't want to have IRS. And I look at it this way. I don't want the I, the R, and the S coming looking for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how everybody else feels, but that's just the way I am. Aaron has a question. How about doing transactions through apps like Cash App? Again, I don't know. What's your comment on that one?
Well, you know, I've actually been asked about this before, and I didn't really have an answer at the time. Sam brought it up to me, Dapper Tiger, and he mentioned that I should make a video about it, which I haven't done yet, which is a great idea, but I still might. But I'm actually looking up on the Cash App website, and it looks like they kind of fall under the same thresholds. Reading right off of their FAQ, it says Cash App for business accounts will receive a 1099K form for those who accept over $20,000 and more than 200 payments per calendar year cumulatively with Square. So it looks like you're still under those same thresholds, 200 transactions and 20K. So to me, that's how I understand it. If you're hitting both those thresholds, they're going to issue you a 1099K. If you're not hitting those thresholds and you're reported as a using it as cash for business, it doesn't sound like they would report it. But again, kind of what Johnny and I've been saying for like the past half an hour is like, it's best to report your income. It's best to keep track of these things so you can take expenses and deductions. And thank you for joining us on the tax hour here.
Yeah, really. But again, you got to remember, let's see, been listening for a while and working great show, Johnny. Thank you, Gary, Greg. It's so great to see each and every one of y'all. But again, you got to remember too, even though we're in October, these are things you need to, especially if you're just starting to sell on, whether it's auctions or your eBay or Amazon or whatever platform you sell on. It's always best that you practice a great way of keeping bookwork for your income and your expenses and what you're buying things for you to sell, because that is a tax break for you. But again, the more you report of what you're actually having income and outgoing, that can help you in the long run for many ways, especially if you're looking for a loan or you need a credit card, you're trying to build your credit up. That's just the thing that you need to do for yourself, for your business, no matter what you're doing. You have to report every penny because that helps you in the long run if you're looking to buy something or get a loan or something.
Right. Gary reports those pennies. Good man.
Yeah, exactly. I'm the same way. I have to report everything. That's just me.
Better to be safe than sorry.
Thank you. Treasure Hunter's got to go, so thank you for coming in. Either it is Jessica or I think it was Jessica. Good morning, G. Again, we have a great show going on. If y'all have any questions, ask. He can. Justin said he'll try to answer it the best he can. Again, he's not giving you advice. He's only giving you what you should do.
Yep. I'll try to give you general information and try to steer you in the best way possible. You know, got your best interest at heart. And ethically, I am talking as a CPA. Ethically, you know, I have to give the best interest. But talking about, I don't know if they're, this isn't a topic I talk about too often, but I don't know if people know the difference between tax avoidance and tax evasion. So tax evasion is basically illegal. And that's basically when you're not paying your taxes, you're lying about stuff, you're hiding things. Tax avoidance is the legal way of using the tax laws to help you avoid as much taxes as possible. So that's really what we should be striving for, is trying to avoid as much tax as legally possible. So that's why I talk about, keep track of your deductions, keep track of your expenses, keep track of, money you spend on your business and the things that have gone into your business. Because sometimes, we don't always keep track of those things, and it all adds up at the end of the year. Ma said that's odd with PayPal not issuing 1099, so 20K. Yeah, that's just how the tax laws are written, because if you work for somebody and you're making 600, I think it's less than $600, they don't actually have to write you anything or record it, but you go over that and you got to be recorded. So that's just how it's written. So
well, anyway, let me ask you this. I didn't know that if it's under 600, I thought regardless they were supposed to give you a 1099. I guess because it's independent contractor.
I'm sorry. I was reading one of the comments.
The thing about the independent contractor, I didn't know that there was a limit that they don't have to issue 1099.
Yeah. So if it's under 600, like if you hire somebody to help you, my understanding is if you hire someone to help you and you pay them less than 600, you don't have to record it or give them like a 1099. But more than that, then you would have to. Okay. Then you'd have to keep.
Which is the president using, avoid or evade? Okay. What is the president using, avoid or evading?
That is an excellent question, and one I am not going to answer. Thank you.
Exactly.
That's a great question. And somebody like that probably has an army of lawyers and tax accountants and CPAs working for him, so they would be better able to answer that question. I'm not going to go there. So
let's see. I always had to question that because it's been 1009s for 300. I know when I had employees, I didn't care how much they were on the independent contractors that I had when I had the cleaning company going. I always gave them a 1099 regardless. But when I had my own business, I didn't care how much they were on the independent contractors. I always gave them a 1099 regardless. But when I had my own business, I didn't care how much they were on the independent contractors. I always gave them a 1099 regardless. Because if I'm reporting it on my taxes of the money that I'm giving to somebody, regardless as a business, I'm giving it to them and showing them that this is what I'm reporting. Because again, you still have to report money going out, money coming in, expenses, things like that. And that's what's going to help you get a better tax break on your taxes. Let's see. I work as an independent contractor for a company that does work for Google. I get a 1099 even at $1. They don't have to file it, but they do. That's true.
Yeah. Apparently, Gary gets phone calls from the IRS in India, which doesn't make sense. Okay.
I've gotten a couple of those phone calls myself, and let me guarantee you, I will not answer. I will hang up. I will do what I got to do, but I will not talk to someone who calls me about my IRS items because they won't call you. You didn't know. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Mike. They change the tax laws every year. There's always updates. There's always changes. A few years ago, there was huge changes with the they call it the Trump tax cuts, but there's an official name for it. But there were some big changes a few years ago, and even still, there are changes all the time. They're trying to pass another stimulus, and there might be some tax changes there too. So it's always good to try to stay informed with that kind of stuff.
I remember a couple of years ago, what was it they did? When we got attacked, well, I say attacked, but when we had this thing with Katrina and there was some other things that happened, they gave a form that you had to fill out on your taxes where did you get the stimulus check or whatever. And you have to report it, even though you didn't physically get a W-2 or whatever. You have to be honest with that because they will know regardless.
Right.
Gotta waste their time. I keep getting calls about my extended car warranty. Yeah, I know, I get that too. And the funny thing about it, when I bought my car, it's paid off, but I also bought it. I paid for an extended warranty for the life of the car already into my payment when I paid the car off. So I don't understand why they do that, but that's just something they constantly doing. We'll put a warranty out for you. Go to Walmart, buy a gift card. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
The other thing about that, and I say this because of the fact I know my stepmother and my dad. My dad had gotten a phone call one day, and this was before he even retired. Our stepmother had taken a phone call, and she didn't realize that she was in a rush. And my dad was home from work for lunch, and he wound up answering this phone call, and he had this phone about his Social Security. Well, she went ahead and answered the questions immediately, not realizing she had to call the bank. She had to call the Social Security office because she answered this so fast, not thinking. They got her information. And thank God she was able to hurry up and call the bank and put a hold on her account because of what she did by accident. Because a lot of older people, they have so much they got to do in the daytime, and they get caught off guard. That's how they catch these people, giving their information off. So be careful when you get these phone calls. Don't say, if they ask you, can you hear me? Don't say yes. What you said? What are you trying to tell me? Speak louder or something stupid to them because that's what they're trying to get you to do because they can record you by saying, yes, I can, or yes, and then you got caught into whatever they're trying to sell you or trying to promote to you by saying that. So be careful when you're answering phones like that. Or any call you get. Call, leave a message. If you leave a message on YouTube name, wait, what? I don't answer the phone from people not in the call list. You can leave a message. If you can leave your YouTube name, I recognize your name. And yeah. And I don't give my phone number out to too many people, but always when I'm, say, having to talk to somebody and I send a message or I call, always let them know, look, I'm calling you. Here's my number. Just to be on the safe side because you never know what's going on. And there's so many people, you got to remember too, with elderly, there's so many people on the next scam.
Yeah.
So you got to think a lot of what's going to happen. So yes, be on the guard at all times. My sister never had been put on hold, and I now there's a warrant for my arrest. That I hear a lot too. Yeah. So there's so many scams out. You just got to be careful. The mess with my grandparents almost gave they a heart attack. They were even since I made mission to waste their time. Yeah. And that's just another thing. You got to keep up with that. If it's your parents, grandparents, your neighbors, try to always help them because of that fact. Appreciate you being on with Johnny this morning.
Yeah. Lisa's comment.
And that's one of the things I love having our guests come on, even though they may have a different channel We don't know what they do on the side or what they have as a business. And that's what's great about having guests on. And that's why I put the link in the chat, because if they have time, they can come on. You just never know what topic we're going to have on that day. And so, but I do want to say this. I want to thank you so much, Justin, for coming on and sharing this morning with us.
Yeah.
I do want to make this a day where I got things I got to do too. We've been at this for 2.5 hours. So I want to thank each and every one of you that come out every morning. Matter if it's just for a few minutes or for a few hours or whatever the case may be. I really appreciate this. And again, don't forget this evening we have the bingo. I will be giving an extra giveaway tonight after the bingo. So make sure you're in the chat. Make sure you at least say something to get your name on the wheel. And don't forget to subscribe to each other. Check that out to make sure you're still subscribed. I thank y'all for each and every morning coming out and hanging out with us. And I really appreciate Moonstone Mama, Miss Devin, in here, because it's great to see her as well. If you like things with jewelry, go check her channel out. Don't forget to put your channel in the link. And again, it is getting to that point where I do need to get my butt to work because I got things I want to list and things I get done before bingo tonight. So as I say at the end of each show, love always, love is free, and please be kind to one another. Until the next show, which is bingo this evening, good luck, have a great day, and have a blessed day with each and every one of y'all coming in the chat every day. And we'll see you on the next show. Have a great one.